go. Mute this computer. Go online. We're good, good, good. Nope, okay. This is going to stay like this then. There we go. Post this. Okay. Then we're going to wait for someone to show up, I guess. Then, yeah, I'll give them like 5 minutes. Then I'll start up with the rolls and everything. Yeah, welcome back. Apologies for being an hour late. I had to pick someone up at an airport. Yeah, welcome, Shady. Apologies for being an hour late. I had to pick someone up from the airport, and the plane was like 40 minutes late. Yeah. First of all, we are going to do some rolls because I got enough for 210 rolls. In the meantime, by just doing some more stuff on the season 2 pass. So let's see if we get Mao Faust. Hi, Mon. We're gonna do some gacha first. So let's extract 10 to see if I get her. Let's see. Oh, there's a new Ishmael? Neat. Let's grab anything. There's 3 possibilities of something new. Oh, that's a gold. That's Faust? We got it. We got the ID. Yay. Yeah, this is Malbranch Faust. I have no idea what it is, but it's here, which is neat. Because I want to be able to use Fluid Sac. So let's just... I probably don't have enough to do her. The current most broken ID in the game. Let me look at her numbers. That's a minimum 2... No, actually, if you have Rupture, minimum 3, maximum 11 roll. No, Coin Power. That's a 12. It's not base power, it's coin power. So that's a 12 on skill 1. On skill 2, that's a 15. Never mind, that's a 17. Okay, yeah, no, already I see why this is good. I can just do one update right now, because why not? And then I'll put some levels in here, because I don't care. Yeah, this is the current most broken ID in the game. And 2 skill 3s. I'm gonna guess it's a conditional, because that would make more sense. But anyway, it's time to continue Kanto 4, The Unchanging. Last time, we met Dongrang, I think that's his name, who led us through K-Corp and hired us to evict the Technology Liberation Alliance from the current L-Corp, the old L-Corp facility that he was using as a research station. We got betrayed, of course, by, I think it was Shren, who was part of K-Corp, but was actually helping the Technology Liberation Alliance. And then, as it ended, she got assassinated by the Shi, and then another one of Yi Sang's old friends. I doubt it. Dawn seems like she will never stop being silly, even if it kills her. Wait, no. Virgilius managed to threaten her out of it. She just will not stop being silly because it is her nature, unless she's threatened out of it. Let's go into Kanto 4, The Unchanging. Last time, as you can see by this visual, Yi Sang got stabbed in the chest with the golden bow, which we have no idea what will happen because of that. So let's go to 4-28, Hole. Hello, Rojan. Thinking back to those days, I felt as though I'd been afloat all the time then. Okay, this is Yi Sang. I'm gonna turn up a little. Oh, this song is It's very melancholic. Well, it fits Yi saying.
그래.
Yes, I was enduring life with the feeling of flying in the sky.
생을 견디고 있었지.
Flying in the sky. Freedom. Okay, I'm not entirely certain what that's supposed to mean, but...
그렇게 나는
Thus, I had been living without knowing for certain if I truly had wings or if I was a mere half-wit.
무섭던 것이요.
I'd been living without knowing for certain if I truly had wings. Maybe like something like charting your own path? Or...
이상.
Oh, there's Dongrang.
연구만 한 거야?
He's the dude who hired us.
그러다가 객사한다고
He's
몇
saying,
번을
did you
기회를
stay up all
줬는데.
night working on your research again? I keep telling you, skipping sleep will get you killed. Oh, he's trying to keep... Aw. That's Dongbake, the person who just stabbed him. He's something else. Remember how he'd forget to eat or sleep when he got into something?
됐어, 동백.
He can't be helped, Dongbake.
이번
So,
밤술에는
what do you
어떤
plan to
요리를
show us
줄
at
거야?
this Illuminators conference?
그렇게 밤낮을
I can't help but look
벌리고
forward to
멍청하게
something
있으면
you've been working on
기대를
tirelessly
해봤는데도
in your
그럴 수가
room.
없단 말이야.
They do seem like genuine friends.
이번에 나는
This time, I have something I
거울이라는
made
것을
called the mirror.
만들어 보았어.
Okay, but you saying that name is very unassuming for what it does.
그래서 언제나
Thus, it has always remained unclear,
내가 그날을
unsure if I
후회하는지
regret that day or reminisce it fondly.
조차도.
Sang, you all right? You just got stabbed in my chest, man. Like, I know I can rewind that back, but I'm not certain what a golden bow being stabbed into you will do. Oh, I can hear that. The golden bow is shimmering. Yi Sang's eyes slowly opened. Their lives are so easily lit, so easily recoverable.
그래.
I see.
이번엔
You have reversed my death, as you always do.
알려주었구려.
Yeah? It's my job, dude. I'm the manager. A flash of light burst out of the golden bow right as it pierced his chest, blinding everyone for a moment. And Donbake had disappeared in the meantime. The smiles the people in the photograph made at each other were nowhere to be seen now. And Dongrang cast his eyes into emptiness, reviewing the situation we got into.
동백은 틀림없이 저를 찌를 생각으로 기다리고 있었을 거예요.
I'm sure Donbake's plan was to stab me. Well, yeah, she's part of the Technology Liberation Alliance, and you are basically a head researcher at K-Corp, it seems. So if they want to go for the head of the snake, you're right there.
제게 K-사실
Shren and Ran probably told her that I brought help from the outside.
슈렌누와 란 선배를 통해 알았겠지만 그중에
But she couldn't have known that Yi Sang would be one of them. Ah? So you brought Yi Sang here on purpose? Are you asking if I invited him as a meat shield, knowing that I'd be ambushed? As excellent as my ability to predict courses of events are, I am no prophet. Either way, things went in our favor. The assault was clearly made with intent to kill. What did you just... You can't be serious. A colleague of ours got stabbed to death for your boss, and you're talking like everything went well. Well, this is the city, Gregor. I thought you'd be used to it. There was nothing physically lost, only mentally, so they don't care. It's not our responsibility to compensate for any injuries, is it? If this has left psychological scars, you are free to demand compensation, but please know that the procedures will be rather complex. That's corporate for you. No, my problem is with how you're describing this whole...
되었어.
Leave the matter there.
아픈 것은
I do not feel an ounce of pain, so you have no need to pursue this matter further. When I turn the clock, every consequence is reversed. Torn clothing, bloodied stains, even the smallest scars are undone. But that doesn't make the cause of those damages something that never happened. Which is why I have to ask. Are you sure you're okay, Yi Sang? Yeah, because that was a friend of yours, wasn't it? And she just stabbed you in the chest, no hesitation. Yi Sang shut down my last attempt to inquire with a simple yes, so I couldn't try again until now. But that man named Gubo had no problem raising his weapon against Yi Sang while claiming to be his compatriot.
그래.
I see.
여지껏
You must have been rather curious. This time, He didn't seem to have any intention to dodge my question.
한때 나는
I was once part of an organization named the League of Nine. Gubo, Don Grang, and Don Beck, the one who stabbed my chest. Those faces you have seen were members of it as well, manager.
관리자.
And two of them are directly opposing us. Don Beck, because she stabbed you, and Gubo, because he stole the first golden bow we found.
그러나 어느 날
However, it disbanded and scattered one day. Each of us was flown away into our own path.
각자가 갈 길로 날려 나아갔어.
Okay, why does it disband, though? Because based on the imagery we saw, it seemed to be going fine. This is the city, it's probably interpersonal issues, because no one knows how to talk.
그저 그랬을
That was all there was to it.
뭐야?
Oh, what? Feels like your story's missing a ton of details, you know? You broke up because things happened and now you're pointing knives at each other? Like, is that it?
아니면 처음부터
Or maybe they were never friends after all.
친구가 아니었을 수도 있겠죠.
그저 순간이야.
It was no more than a moment. I believe my testimony to be apt for a time as transient as that. He started talking a lot. He hasn't turned into a chatterbox just yet, but I had the feeling that he'd soon become more talkative. I was reminded of Faust, mentioning once that he never really was the quiet sort. Are you really sure you're okay, he sang. Just asking one final time to make certain.
언제나 괜찮았어.
I have always been okay. That is not comforting. That is not... First of all, that doesn't feel true. And second of all, that is ominous. If that was his true nature, then this might not be a bad thing. Still, my feelings say that I should care for his well-being. From your recent memory, have you had any particular happy or painful moments or something like that? You are devoting an unusual degree of attention to me today. While it does not please me, I will give you an answer since your demeanor is quite unlike the usual. Yeah, Dante's acting of his own volition. This is like the first time he's done that. If I were to choose one, the happiest occasion in recent memory would be when we held an Illuminators conference. And the most hopeless one would be... Let me guess, when we held an Illuminators conference. The same thing. At the forest, where I first met you. The very moment my life resumed, when I was certain that it had ended there. Oh. You weren't happy to be brought back by my chains. Another such moment is now. I am once again realizing that this regeneration is ever so flawless, unchanging. I hope that sates your curiosity. I mean, not really. It makes me more worried about you. Now, should we not be on our way? I see a long road ahead of us. As he walked ahead, I could almost see it. Although the wound was perfectly erased, there was still a hole in his chest, wide open with no signs of mending. Look at that. I like how ridiculous Dante with his head turned looks. 4-29, Raid. Yeah, Yi-sang is not doing great. Oh, what is it, Samjo? Oh dear. It seems the radio communication device was installed in this branch. His phone was intensely vibrating, as though the calls set it on fire. Yes, I understand. I'll return right away. It seems the laboratory has been raided again. There are apparently more terrorists this time, on a fiercer offense than before. So the commotion earlier was a distraction to keep us here. This could have easily been prevented if it weren't for your collusion. Otis lashed out in frustration. It does feel rather strange. I think this is the first time we're going through a lobotomy corp branch without facing a single abnormality. That's true indeed. Those we did see were resting still in their eggs. The bounders from the tech liberation whatever must have got some way to put abnormalities in their eggs without lifting a hand, eh? Though we will have to see the details with our own eyes. If they really do have the technology to revert abnormalities into their inactive forms. It's certain that they possess the technologies to achieve more. Well, well, sounds like you've got to look out, Dongrang bud. Miss Faust isn't one to say ominous stuff for nothing, you know. Yeah, Faust is generally correct. She just doesn't say anything useful. It'll work out somehow. And our group is K-Corp's most successful researcher. And better yet, 2 of the greatest geniuses in the city. Okay, genius and talent keeps coming up as like a core theme of this part. Because they keep bringing it up, like constantly. 4-30, constellations. Okay. Let's just send my regular people in.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
As soon as we got back to the lobby, we could see panic-struck employees run before Dongrang and Sanjo. It definitely doesn't look like it's panicking. Mr. Dongrang, a moment, please. You've all turned pale. Pardon me for a moment. The situation looks pretty tense. It's kind of awkward to stand still like this. As I meandered in the lobby, murmuring meaningless things to myself, Don Quixote scuttled to a shelf. Oh, what manner of books are these? The pictures glitter brightly. Did she find picture books? She found picture books, didn't she? Sounding a merry hum, she picked up a storybook. I peeked at the book she opened. Yi Sang also turned his gaze towards the book, possibly bothered by something about it. Soon, a golden haze unfolded. I'm sorry, what? Is it an abno? That's Faust. Once upon a time, when everyone had their heads down and eyes fixed on the ground, there was a person who looked up into the sky. In their eyes were twinkling stars. Connecting the nameless stars no one else could look at, the person gave them names and made up stories for them as they liked. Stories are like skeins of thread without an end. They're drawn and woven together in an effort to find meaning from meaninglessness. All kinds of stories in the world, happy and sad, circled in the night sky. Then one day, the person's family fell deeply sick, their life nearing its end. Like any other day, the person spoke into the sky about the grief they felt. And then, a droplet of water fell into that person's head. Looking up, the person found the constellation talking to them. Oh? Dear person who named me and gave me a story, thanks to you, I was cast onto the land and pushed by the flow of time, filling the world in full. Did you know that stars can grant wishes? The tears I shed will clear you of your pain. Afterwards, a rain fell upon the world for a day and a half. Everyone caught in the rain was all healed up. The person's ill family recovered to health, too. Since then, the person and their family, as well as all the residents of the city, have looked up at the sky and talked about happiness every night. That explains it. I read that Nest K has a custom of walking outside without an umbrella to stand in the rain on the night of a certain month every year. Don't tell me, am I alone in this again? Have none of you checked out the pamphlet guide to K-Corp's Nest and Backstreets until now? No one? Sorry, Ishmael. I'm not that great with reading. I have like a month of memories. I'm still getting used to it. But everyone else is just idiots. That's how the sinners are. Oh, that thing. I used mine to wax some bugs. So I gotta get a new one. Does this look like the time to be joking around, Roja? Roja didn't look like she was joking at all, but Ishmael seemed unaware of it. By the way, that story, it feels similar to what the regeneration ampule does, doesn't it? Okay, the fact that's being brought up feels weird, so I'm gonna guess, is that the story of, like, is K-Corp's singularity for the HP ampules, is it like an abnormality that they harvest stuff from? Because if they're bringing that up, like, tears fell from the sky of stars that descended to the earth and, like, healed people, and that's what K-Corp stuff does. So maybe it's an abnormality or something like it that's making their stuff. But they say it's nanobots. So maybe not?
비를 맞으면
That rain that restores you to health.
그
Yeah, so you trying to say it was made from rains dropped by the stars?
아니 그 전에
Wait, wasn't it nanobots and not watery stuff in the first place? Yeah, that's what they said. Also, one weird thing that was said earlier was that Yi Sang pointed out that the original form of the K-Corp ampules is the decay ampules. They have to be altered into the HP ampules. But in the story, the rain just healed. What's the difference there? What do you think, Faust?
전 연구자예요.
I am a woman of science. I prefer judgment based on facts over metaphors. You say so many metaphors. That is a lie. This so-called analysis and interpretation of stars and clouds might be an area of Yi Sang is more familiar with. He's a researcher like me, but we're not quite the same. We'd better hurry. The situation seems pretty serious.
많이 심각한 것 같네요. 이번엔 연구실이
I hear they managed to storm all the way into the rooms where experiments are conducted this time.
어?
Hmm?
그런데
Does this place not seem too peaceful for such a dire predicament?
멈추는 자가
I see nary a man running away. That's what I think, Don Quixote. In the background, nothing's happening.
대피 명령은 내려질
It
것
does
같습니다.
appear that there's been an evacuation order. However, as you witnessed last time, this is not the first emergency that has occurred this week. They might be worried that evacuating again could disrupt the 70-hour workweek policy. I'm sorry, 70? 70-hour workweek. Okay, I forgot we were in the city for a second. Sure. Working in this kind of place is not easy, huh?
이해가 안 되는군.
I don't get it.
어떻게
How is this attack possible? It didn't seem like a structure that allowed intruders to sneak into the room undetected.
시간이 없으니까
We're running short of time, so I'll explain as we go up. Object. Give one reason we should go with you. Indeed, the contract has been fulfilled.
맞아요.
That's true,
그런데
but as much as I want to give the bow to you, it's been taken before our eyes. Ugh, trashes.
이거
Is this
맞는 거야?
really right?
저기
Hey, what does the contract exactly say? Yeah, we left out the Samjo and Faust.
제가 법조인
I couldn't say. I'm not all too knowledgeable when it comes to legal matters. Instead of arguing back as usual, Samjo suddenly got busy wiping his glasses.
삼조 씨.
Mr. Samjo, she wants answers. Huh? Sanjo, answer. Samjo, she says she'll assail you this time.
깨버린다고.
Wrong. I said I'll assail him right now.
긴급
This is an emergency. An emergency. You should go upstairs quickly. Let's hurry along for now, Ryoshu. Please don't kill him. I'll show Sangria. I swear it. What the hell's Sangria? Samjo urgently sent us upstairs. Okay. The hallway that was clean and calm hours ago has now turned into a complete mayhem, filled with screams and fleeing people. A researcher was crying and clinging to someone who appeared to be a Liberation Alliance member. Help me! Mr. Tonkrang! Please save me!
제 직원이
My staff member is begging for help. Wouldn't you consider letting them go?
원하는 게 정보라면
If it's
돼요.
intelligence you want, I'll give it to you. We were planning to go out for a staff dinner tomorrow, and the restaurant we booked serves such delicious meat.
고기 대신
It'd be rather unfortunate if the smell awaiting us tomorrow came from incense sticks at a funeral instead of meat on a grill. Wouldn't you agree? Intelligence? We have no need of it. Huh, you're walking in unarmed now. What happened to your robots that did the fighting for you, wimps? We have no need to bring our robots either. I see plenty of useful-looking ones here.
설마.
Oh, did they reprogram the K-Corp robots? We were ordered to excise terrorists. Target all parts. Ugh,
저희 쪽 숫자
we outnumber them by a wide margin. It might be a little unfair, but it seems like we won't have any trouble defeating them. I think they took over the K-Corp robots that shoot decay ampules. Mr. Rand's expertise was hijacking machines. She was more experienced in hacking than fighting. Welcome. Here at K-Corp, we value your safety above all else. I was right, yeah. Wait, huh? Wait, what? For everyone's safety, deserters attempting to flee from battle will be injected with a decay ampule according to regulatory rules. The ampule will be launched if you leave 120 meter radius of the combat area. You are 49 meters away from the perimeter. Shoot! If you do not attack the enemy within the next 5 seconds, the decay ampule will be administered according to regulatory rules. You have 4 seconds remaining. Wait, are we the enemy now? Damn it! I've got no choice! Yeah, he swung at Merceau. Why? I don't want to get hit by the decay ampule. I want to live. Current status. No deserters detected. All status green. Please stand in line for regeneration ampules. I see. They're weighing their lives with ours, not unlike what we do. Please permit us to engage. Feel free, Otis. Got it. Engagement. Take care of the K-Corp soldiers who are fighting us to survive. If we can target this one first, maybe they'll stop. Like, do they flee? They don't flee. Okay. Unopposed. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Only 2 attacks are actually going through. There we go. We got Fanatic up. Then dominating. No, actually, dominating, unopposed, unopposed, unopposed. I get pride res so easily. Okay, striker stance. March, everything's going through. We just need to take out the robot, hopefully. Because if the robot's taken out, they shouldn't need to fight us, right? Hopefully. But we're not certain about that. What is this? Fear. At turn end, at 20% or gain protection next turn. Up, side, up, up. We want down, up, side, go. Immoral enactment. Robot is broken. Good job, Sinclair. Striker stances through. Keep going. Okay, can't let you through, bud. Can't let you through. 1, 2, 3. That was really easy. Okay. Yeah. Shady, I'll slot in the new Faust, sure. I didn't because... I didn't earlier because I don't have her support passive up. What is her support passive, actually? What is it? That is a large regular passive. There's 2? Okay. Tianju Star Blades. Every time an ally triggers the Death Rite effect. Okay, support is fastest speed, inflicts rupture, gain offense level. I don't have any rupture people on this team. What's regular Faust support passive? Highest max HP, inflicts the defense level down with attacks at 20%. That's better, but screw it. I'll just put the Malbranch in here anyway. Kos here! Yay! Welcome, Kos. We are going through the mandatory K-Corp fights. And I am theorizing because for some reason earlier they brought up a fairy tale that happened that takes place in K-Corp that is the cause of a wing-wide, basically, not theory. I think it's more like superstition or activity. Activity is probably better. Basically, whenever it rains on a certain month, in a certain month, whenever it rains, you don't use an umbrella. You just go into the rain and accept it. And the story was about a person who talked to the stars and gave them names. And then one day when the person's family was dying, pretty much, the stars gave back that names and joy in the terms of healing teardrops from the sky. And Sinclair specifically brought up the fact that sounds like the HP ampules. So I'm starting to think, what I thought after I saw that, I was like, okay, they wouldn't bring this up unless it was somehow important to the story. So I'm theorizing that they like have an abnormality or like something like that kept up, and whatever that is, like it produces the decay ampules, because we know the decay ampules are the original form of the healing ampules, according to Yi Sang.
인명 피해 없음, 기물 피해 경우.
So if that's true, maybe that's what the Technology Liberation Alliance is trying to go for?
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
It's like, oh, it's the city. Oh, also, we found out something interesting. Do you want to know something funny about the K-Corp? Mandatory 70-hour work weeks. 70. So that's 10 hours every day. The city is exactly as bad as you think it is. Yeah. Also, I'm starting to get what people meant when they said this was like the worst paced Kanto thus far. Because there's just fights for no reason. Like, they could have had all of these in like a single level on a wave, and that would have gone much better. But they split it up. So it's just more time and more SP. Well, not SP, Ankle Fallen. Please, Zwei Ishmael. I goddamn love how you look, so you're staying on this team anyway. Ishmael looks so good in, like, the saber fit. Zwei West has taste. Okay, Bright Villains. Let's see what this is. Yeah, Zwei West has taste. Let's see. It's called Bright Villains, so we're gonna run into, Donbeck again. I take back what I said about you being spineless wimps! I'm surprised you didn't run away while we were scrapping. You're so dead now. Bunch of book-smart sods accusing things others made as a talent. No, I have not seen the new Ishmael ID. I have been, on purpose, not looking at Limbus Company stuff. Fair point. Oh, that's... Which is why we brought something new from the Lobotomy Corp branch. That's L-Corp Ego, isn't it? That looks weird enough for L-Corp Ego. And if so, there's two possibilities here. Either they... Yeah, Talisman Sinclair found shot dead. I saw stuff about that. I did his Uptie story, where it talks about corrosion. So I'm thinking there's two possibilities for the people who put on this ego. Either they know about corrosion and like have enough mental fortitude according to the L-Corp virtues in order to withstand wearing it, or they don't and are gradually dying. Yeah, that's L-Corp ego. That's definitely L-Corp ego. Okay. Oh, that's... I have that ID. Sloshing Ishmael, I think it was? So, bind, tremor burst, tremor. No passives. And then, yeah, this is Sinclair stuff. This is rupture, rupture, rupture. I was right. Okay. Let's do this the correct way. And just actually go through it. Snap the goop watch jiggle. I think if you slap Ishmael, she's just gonna slap you right back. She gives off that vibe. She will slap you back if you slap her. She is gradually getting more and more like annoyed at all the sinners for not taking any of this shit seriously. So I'm just waiting for her to like not break down, but just like yell at us for just like, for example, no one other than her read the provided not breakdown. Pamphlet that was given up to us by the LCB. No one else, even though it gave like good info about everything, no one other than her read it. And I think she's the Kanto after this, so I guess it does come to a head. Anyway, those guys were kind of pushovers, but it's probably mainly because I'm very overleveled. Hey, isn't something off about this? Agreed, Gregor. Was ego something you could keep on all the time and use whenever like that? Because I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, the common assumption in the community is she has OCD. That would make sense. Because she is very obsessed with, like, everyone keeping, like, actually doing stuff. Yeah, because according to all the sinners, the LCB ego that we use, or just regular ego, it only lasts for, like, a single attack, and then we take it back off. We all know ego isn't some kind of magic tool. It's a lot of work. Just keep my sanity from tumbling over. Besides, didn't someone say that those people all used to be lab workers? How is it possible for them to use ego better than we do? Well, yeah. The Lobotomy Corp ego has the dubious pleasure of being extremely stable compared to later egos, I'm pretty certain. Because you can just fire and put it on people in L-Corp. Like, they just have to meet the requirements, and, like, everyone can wear it. But, like, all the ego we've seen is very specialized in Limbus. This is not a matter of proficiency in battle. They must have employed some other trick. There is one possibility in mind. If they reduced abnormality to an ovate form and figured out a way to materialize their ego the way the Lobotomy Corporation did. In other words, repeatedly researched the conditions of corrosion and trained themselves to repress it until utilizing the cliff-off deterrents emitted by the Golden Bow. Oh! The Golden Bow emits cliff-off deterrents. That is useful. Because that's the only thing that's keeping the abnormalities inside their chambers in L-Corp is the cliff-off deterrent system set up by, upon their creation. It could be possible to use ego well without being affected by corrosion even after a short period. What they're using are tools, compressed and repressed into general utility. Does that mean Lobotomy Corporation did the same? Yep. Yes. Rather than fixers, regular employees were given the ego to work with. Yeah, this is why the Abno egos and L-Corp are so stable. Of course, what we have right now isn't as refined as what the Wing used to have. Wait, hold on. If you're saying they can do that with the help of the Golden Bow's deterrence power, then that means it's nearby. Yeah, Kos, I have read Wonderlab. I have seen what goes down. And I also saw, like, how the egos can be used, like, in creative ways if you lead into, like, the theme of the ego. Yeah, fighting Alfs is gonna be a pain. Must be. Along with Dawnbig, who has it in her hands. Yeah, she used it to stab Yi Sing. That feels like it should have had more effects than just us rezzing him. But apparently, the Golden Bow doesn't do shit to someone it stabbed. I cannot help but question the security of this facility. The leader of the terrorists is freely roaming in your building, and not once has her presence been reported. As much as I'd like to object, I don't have much I can say. I didn't expect him to break in so easily. The Technology Liberation Alliance is formed by former researchers of renowned firms, after all. I see! So they were villains of bright minds. But I must wonder, can individuals of bright minds turn to villainy? What a bewildering conundrum. Keep being yourself, Dawn. You're just a treat. Don't let them fascinate you. If they were so wise, they wouldn't have quit their enviable jobs at large firms for a terrorist organization in the first place. Maybe it wasn't the life they wanted. Head pat the Dawn. She shall kill everyone. 29%? Thank you, Ishmael. You're very pretty. Also, that ponytail does work. Bright villains, too. Are we gonna just kill more, even without? Is it just another... Yep, it's just another kill more Lobotomy ego. Yeah, I am really getting what you said about this being the worst-paced Kanto. Because, like, in all the other Kantos I've done so far, every stage, like, pretty much every stage had story on it. But I think, like, half of the stages I've gone through have had no story. God, Sinclair killed that guy in a single hit. Sinclair is strong. Thank you, Yi Sang, for the flank thrust.
흉터의 결과.
Go. I also love... This is one of my... All of these fights used to be 3 waves? Oh god, that would have been so annoying. Yes, Sinclair is small, but he shall promote their inside bones to outside
당연한
bones.
결과죠. 저는
It's a pity what turned him into this.
그렇겠죠?
Because he is truly strong. He has the mark that showed up in the dungeon in this ego. But he's completely broken. He will never go out of his shell and will continue following Faust's lead. 4-35, urgent call. Let's see what happens here. Sinclair does have TCTB on one of his IDs. What is that? Because I don't recognize that acronym that well. I'm trying to think of what it is, but... This is troubling. I don't mind the other locations, but if that place were to be attacked, it'd cause major setback. To claim their bones. Okay. It's been a while since I played Runia. That thing is infamous. It's so goddamn fun playing with Kim. Because yield my flesh to claim their bones. It's so goddamn fun. Mr. Dongrang, you have an urgent director God, I cannot speak. Mr. Dongrang, you have an urgent call from Director Alfonso. Oh boy. She's about to give me a talking to. Can't you take the call for me, Samjo? Ooh, okay, Alfonso, and it's a she. The city is on about its names again. I already have been, but her patience is nearing its limit. Oh well, I'm not getting away from this. Pardon me for a second. While Dongrang was away, we spotted an employee who hadn't evacuated across the hallway, nervously wandering. Watch closely, Executive Manager. If you see a lackey snooping around like that in the middle of the danger, it most likely means you found someone with useful information. It would be wise to make a good use of them. Hey, we're agents from a subcontracting firm here to deal with this commotion. What's going on? I've been looking for Miss Shren, but I can't find her anywhere. I need to tell her to evacuate. The city. Gender norms? What's that? Get back in the rat race and stab someone. The rat race is very literal because Exhibit A, the sweepers, and the fact that the homeless people are named the rats. She's left her computer on. Where could she be? Oh, I feel bad for her. But Tren's dead. Actually, she... Alright, we'll find her. You evacuate first. Thank you. Now, while the terrorist informant has been removed, the staff is still in a muddle, and her computer is left on. We're in a complete tactical advantage. It didn't even cost us any strength. Probably thanks to the pride in this achievement, Otis sounded much more excited than usual. Yeah, the sweepers are awesome. They were some of my favorite IDs. Just like 2 HP and 2 stagger resist on every hit is so good. The computer Shren used, its password was Miss You, Ran, right? We were told she was in close relations with Ran, exchanging lots of messages. If we're lucky, we might find a pending email or some other clue on her computer. Yeah, and she probably has a backlog of what they've been doing. It should hopefully give us some insight into the Technology Liberation Alliance, too. You're correct to understand. That was I mean, very much expected of my executive manager. Wow. Okay. That was Otis. You're usually much better about being a brown noser, but you have. Oh wow, your expectations are low for us. Well, I mean that is fair. We've only just started making decisions this canto. The past 3, we've just been kind of like going along for the ride. Alright, good. The problem is how we're going to sneak into the office. Who on our team is going to walk in there bold-faced and get it done without rousing suspicion? I mean, I'd send... Probably not Otis. Well, maybe Otis. Faust would be good at this. So would Yi saying, you are a terrible liar, Gregor, so not you. Not Heathcliff. Definitely not Heathcliff. Faust, Yi saying, they're the stoic ones. They can definitely pass for researchers. Probably those 2. If I had to choose a sinner who can keep a still face and avoid suspicion... No. Just no. Dawn, no. You are the opposite of avoiding suspicion. Give this humble knight one more chance and I shall succeed! Or so! Think you can handle it? As long as you command. Yeah, Merceau does not talk. The only time he talked was when they fed him the chicken in Intervala 1, and he started rapping. That was amazing. Yeah, I'm counting on you, Merceau. Merceau rapping in Intervala 1 was just amazing. Dawn can do Mafley and stealth. No one will be able to detect your operation if they're all dead. Okay, Curly doesn't engage in duel. I love this ID for Dawn because just her second attack sends the enemy flying. Yeah, Merceau is awesome. He's just reliable, and that is a rare in the Sinners. No one in the Sinners, other than him, is anywhere near reliable. He's saying, please kill. Thank you. And that's all of them but one sloshing done. Goodbye. He's about to die. That's a stagger threshold, and now we get to unopposed attacks. Ishmael will finish him off. Yeah. Merceau is... He seems, honestly, decently intelligent, but he's like, I have a purpose, I have a contract, I will follow the contract to the letter. Yeah, Ishmael, out of all the Sinners, the ones who could probably have done that, probably Yisang, Faust, Ishmael, Merceau, and I think that's about it. Those four could have done it. Urgent call, 4-39. We want to recharge Ankle Fallen. I have these boxes for a reason. Don Quixote. It's so funny when almost every time I enter a combat encounter, she's the one who talks, and she almost always says that. Don Quixote. She's hilarious. Dawn is amazing. She is a pain in the ass in the story because she will not stop just doing stuff because of her sense of justice, but that's rare enough in the city. That's rare enough in the city that I don't really mind. Yeah, I have heard that the cantos only get better as you keep going. And so far, this one is honestly pretty good. My general opinions of each canto have been, this is better than the previous one. Like, Canto 1 wasn't great. Canto 2 was, like, a little better, but also wasn't great. Canto 3 was nice. Canto 3 was honestly nice, just seeing St. Clair in, like, total focus mode. And so far, this one has been interesting. It's also been a lot longer. Oh my god, Philip. God, yeah, Philip. Philip was sad. It was sad what happened to him in Runia. Because, like, it was completely possible. Yeah. How can they top this? Literally the next canto. Yeah. Philip was just sad at Runia because, like, you could see his potential. He almost got there. But the teleport Salvador prepared for him took him directly into the arms of the Red Dawn. Well, not a named fixer, but just, like, whatever that dude's name is, that looks like the clown dude who looks like the Red Dawn from Lobotomy Corp. And that guy's entire specialty is breaking people. And Philip was sent to him when he was in an extremely volatile state of mind. So I just kind of pity Philip. I don't hate on him, I just pity him. Urgent call 3. Sampa Don Quixote. It's more of the same. My clock isn't a magic cure-all for your problems. Don't discharge in real energy, got it? Well, yes, but Mr. Oswald was a clown. Agreed. Did you see one of his... That was a lot of flashes. Did you see his, one of his card effects in his battle during the finale of Runia? It was basically brainwash one of your assistant librarians. He brainwashed one of your assistant librarians on his side, and there was no way to get him back, if I remember correctly. So he can apparently just do that. So no, I don't blame Philip. Okay, this is going fine, it looks like. One thing that's interesting is I'm starting to actually lose clashes. Sometimes. Very rarely. And yes, there's also the secondary part that Being a clown is a cardinal sin. Wobbling fluid is their attack name. There we go. Just finish them up, please. We're almost done. I want to actually get the story. Thank you, Sinclair, for finishing them off. Yeah, they died messily, all the people on that screen.
저는
Glorious past.
선택받았으니까.
I have enough lunacy for more rolls, but I'm not going to. I'll save for the next thing. Next world pledge knot might be the red ordeal, so clowns. Oh no. The clowns are always the most annoying one to deal with, because all the rest, it's just kill them and you're done. With the clowns, you have to kill them extremely fast, or else they will reduce your ALF, or else they will let out nothing there. Because of course they always spawn on nothing there. They prioritize letting out ALFs. So you need to prep and like put one agent in every hallway. Oh, Merceau's back. Did you do it, bud? I've returned. There was one message in Trent's mailbox that was deemed worth reading. The environment did not permit me to print it out, so I memorized the mail's content. Thank you, Merceau. I hope you're doing well, Miss Ran. Open parentheses, star, tier, swung dash, caveat, close parenthesis. Star, tier, swung dash, caret, close parenthesis. Stars and tiers keep coming up multiple times. So I'm starting to think more and more that the K-Corp's singularity that becomes the HP modules is an abnormality. Oh my god, he is naming emojis. You're not kidding. Open parentheses, star, tier, swung dash. Swung dash? What is that? I'm not entirely certain what that is. Caret, close parentheses. You can skip those parts. Understood. I will then dispense with punctuation marks that do not appear important. Never change, Marceau. You're amazing. I've been trying to figure out if what you said was really true, but that sucker is making it hard. I've been promoted to team manager too, but I wasn't let in, just because I didn't win that silly best award. Oh, Dongrang did win that, so he was let into where she's talking about. And he's now recruited collaborators from the outside, probably to help with whatever he's plotting. I heard they're from a newly found company, and I haven't checked what kind of people they are yet. I bet they're haughty and arrogant, just like their client. Still, the plan will proceed as intended. We'll succeed, and return to a glorious past. A glorious past. To tell you the truth, my most dazzling memory was when I first met you after joining the company. Oh, she is down bad. Okay. But our goal is more ambitious than that. So let's promise to meet again there. Yeah, she is so down bad for Ran. In a past where no technology existed, allowing everything that existed to shine brighter. Okay, so this seems to be what the Technological Liberations Front goal is. They seem to want to go back to when, like, there were less technologies in the city, because, like, almost all the technology in the city is in some way, shape, or form propagated off people's suffering. And they seem to have realized that, so they want to get rid of all of them and go back to the past when we just lived without them, I'm thinking. But that doesn't really track. Yeah, the warp trains. How can one live without the warp trains? After all, they only take 10 seconds to move you anywhere. Oh, it's all tech? Well, yeah, it probably is all tech. That's what I was assuming. But, yeah, that also seems kind of short-sighted, but compared to the city, I can see why they would think that. Because, the quality of life, even with all the shitty stuff happening nowadays, is still better than when we didn't have technology. There, chickens will freely fly over the meadows, their wings uncut. When a person loses their arm, we'll comfort them. And learn how to live together, even if an arm is missing. We may not be able to enjoy sumptuous feasts or conveniences of modern civilization, and we won't have nearly as many resources at our disposal. In that vastness, we'll be free to walk all day. Yeah, it's completely fair to for you to hate these people, considering everything. Oh, I'm planning to bring fixers from the outside for the plan. My juniors have gotten too used to the ampules. If rapid development can only be achieved by means that cause pain and suffering to people... Yeah, this is probably the central theme of this. If rapid development can only be achieved by means that cause pain and suffering to people, then I'm willing to give up on all the prosperity it brings. Yeah, gentle reminder, the head still exists. The moment they try to do this anywhere outside of K-Corp, they'd probably get shut down really quickly. That's all I have to say for now. Yours in haste. Star, star, heart, heart, heart. You don't have to read all that! There's a possibility that it may have been a sequence or cipher, so I deemed it reasonable to read it out and let the manager determine its significance rather than mull it over whether I should dispense with it and discount the possibility that it may be necessary information. Oh, the taxes. No, you're entirely right. They definitely should be paying their taxes. Because if they don't pay the taxes, the claw is still there. If you fail to pay your taxes once, the claw knocks at your door and tells you to make sure never to do that again. If you fail it twice, you're dead. It is always important to keep up on your taxes. Yeah, A-Corp patent singularities. B-Corp, I think, is... I forgot what B-Corp was, but C-Corp was enforcement of laws. A-Corp was patent of singularities and, like, overall governance. Oh, it's 3 times you're dead. Okay, that makes sense. Good work. Thank you, Marceau. How ironic. I guess it's fortunate for her that she didn't get to see Liberation Alliance members murdering researchers without mercy. Yeah, B is Beholders, I know that. A is Arbiters, C is Claws. But I'm thinking of, like, I know which parts from both. Like, yeah, B Corp, but I'm thinking of, like, the actual functions of that corporation. Because they're the 3 birds of the city. A Corp is, I think... What is A Corp? A is Arbiters. So they're probably Judgment Bird. B is probably Big Eyes because Sight. So that's Big Bird. And C is definitely Punishing Bird. Yeah, Judgment Bird, Big Bird, Punishing Bird. She probably believed she was working for a noble cause to end violence until the end of her life. But I agree. It was probably best for her that she died holding on to that belief. Yeah. It's a pity she had to die, but that was a mistake. I have been trying to collect the birds. I've gone like maybe 10 hours in trying to get the goddamn birds to show up because on the side, I'm trying to do a modded run of Runia and streaming it here, but I think I went through like 20 hours of just reset after reset for the birds to show up, and they just haven't. So I decided I'm just going to do it off stream because this is boring. Administering protocols. Keep going flank thrust. Yeah. Oh, more stuff has happened in the newest Kanto. Did something happen with the head? Because that's like the main thing that comes up when I think of birds. Wait, actually. Question. I don't think this is a spoiler. But if it is, don't just say it is and don't answer me. Is it an H-Corp? Because I remember from Bina's dialogue in L-Corp. Oh, it is. Okay, that's probably... They're probably... Yeah, because I remember before Bina went to... Well, when she was still Garon. Before she went to take care of L-Corp, she was sipping on, like, some tea under a really ratty umbrella in front of the ruins of H-Corp after she took it out. So maybe they still remember her? Well, yes, they probably do. She's an Arbiter. Oh, that's one down. Oh, there's just one guy left. Goodbye. Poor sucker. Activate HP bullet. That's not gonna help, bud. You are at minus 45. You are dead. The Charinchi has not been moved. Oh, that is hilarious. It's still there? Because I remember it was like looking on the ruins of H-Corp, like their main building.
당연한 결과죠.
Like sitting on an old a ratty umbrella and
선택받았으니까.
with some tea and yeah, glorious past. Recharge, don't go falling again. Let's go back in.
그대, 이 검이 필요하.
Is there more story? Please be more story instead of God damn it.
위험인물 발견. 제압할
The chair and key is not the move. Yeah, I've been hearing more and more about how Kanto 8 was peak. I think you were here, Shady, when someone raided me after finishing Kanto 8. And I asked, like, how was it? And they just said peak. So, I have heard that. Yeah, I'll move on to other topics. I mean, what do you want to talk about, honestly? Because I am entirely open to, like, whatever Project Moon subject you bring up. Because I have done all of Runia in L-Corp, as well as Wonderlab and Leviathan. The only thing I haven't read is Distortion Detective. Ooh, the Battle Pass was. Yes, I have... Well, this one, right? Oh, this is not one of them. But I have the Waz equipped, I'm pretty certain. One of them is on Dawn. Yep, here it is. This one. Red Sheet Dawn. Yeah, this one looks awesome. I saw the corrosion already, and he's just a fucking dragon? That's awesome. Oh, actually, Kos, if I can get Sinclair to become a dragon, if I can get Sinclair to minus 45 SP, his corrosion will show up. And it's a fucking dragon, and it's awesome. It's probably going to be decently easy. He's probably going to turn into it later on. Like, whenever a hard boss fight comes up, because he gets the minus 45 SP a lot. Like, once this is over, I'll pull up the menu for it. Yeah, he's a negative sanity ID. Apparently one of the only ones, because he is very strong. And they realized that.
대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Because the main advantage of negative coin skills is that the more they lose, the more likely it is they win.
인명 피해 없음.
Because if they hit heads... usually no. Like, let me pull it up for you, Kos. That's not it. Edit team, go to ego. Tears of Tarnished Blood. This is Sinclair. This is the ego that I'm talking about. And, oh, the corrosion doesn't show up in there. Yeah, sad. Generally, no. It is a suicide move. Well, fits Sinclair.
그대, 이 검이 필요하.
Yeah, I generally don't use his defensive skill, just because I generally don't need to.
조여먹구를 달궈볼까?
Yeah, I picked up Malfaust on the banner right as I started this stream. I'm saving... I only rolled onto it till I got her. I'm gonna save it until the next banner, all the rest of my lunacy. Because, as you guys have hinted, apparently it's an Ishmael ID. So, why not? Sinclair does so much goddamn damage. Yeah, and I have heard, like, some things about how Malfaust is very good. Just looking at her skills at Uptie 1, she seemed very good. Oh, okay. If I can't generate the resources for the wall on Sinclair with this team, I'll check. Let me check for a sec. There's probably going to be another fodder battle I have to go through anyway, so... No skin off my back to just check.
제압할게요.
God, there are so much battles. Staggers through, flank thrust will kill this guy. Yep. Pity we have to kill them, but they're going against us because they managed to hack the K-Corp robots that administer their, whatchamacallit, HP modules. Dawn has a single gluttony skill. Yeah, she has... Her skill 1 is gluttony. And she has 3 of those. I know how those work.
인명 피해 없음.
Yeah, put Malfaust on this team at some point. It'll be good. Yeah, neat.
완벽한
Okay, this is a new name. 4-41. Class 1. Oh, actually, lunacy.
끊이질 않겠어요.
Let's see what this is. Like, do I have enough for his ego? How? Oh, that's wrong one. What's your ego cost? It is lust, gluttony, pride. I have gluttony. I have lust. I have pride. I'm good. Oh, PMSI? I am entirely willing to help because this is basically the first game I have very much enjoyed like the entire time, and I've delved into the lore a bit. So I am entirely willing to yap about this game. I did my best to ignore the fierce glare at my clock from below. Who's doing that? Oh. Those guys look awesome. I noticed the group of staff walking this way, carrying an imposing aura, unlike any other K-Corp employee we've met. Ah, you must be the K-Corp staff. Hey, I saw some researchers that haven't been evacuated over there. They're gonna attack us, aren't they? They ignored or Gregor's rather, words and proceeded upstairs. They aren't here to rescue anyone. Their role is eliminating intruders and keeping classified technology secure. Ishii's skill 3 plus Dawn's skill 1, good enough. Yeah. Thongering injected like he's always been here. I suppose he got done with the call. Rescuing is left to Class 1 staff. Is Class 1 at the highest level an employee can reach? Precisely like Grade 1 is for fixers. Verily, 'tis no wonder that they are the noblest. You've had help from the dwarf already? Yeah, makes sense. Sorry? In this nest, Class 1 is the lowest level, and higher numbers indicate better ranks. What? Even still, none can be too lordly or lowly to save lives, so how can the roles be divided? Bigger is better for numbers and riches alike, isn't that right? The conversation dragged on for a bit. But there's nothing to worry about. I've acquired the permission. Huh? What? Permission? For what? Normally, it seems to require a bunch of paperwork as well, but since we're in an emergency, let's skip the procedures that we can. Should be fine, right, Samjo? Oh, you have to do your entire OC wing. Oh, it's too close to H-Corp. Oh, that's funny. You can probably transfer like your SI into H-Corp then, instead of doing the OC thing. Unless you want to do the OC wing. Because like we know jack shit about Z-Corp. It doesn't even show up on the map. There's only 25 districts, but we know Z-Corp exists. Well, I believe it could be managed with 3 days and a half of working on the report overtime. Okay, God. That is a lot of paperwork. And strictly speaking, the problem already began with you when you brought them up to your lab without any report. Just tell us what that permission is about first. It's very important that it's there, and it needs to take place post L-Corp forming for spoilers. Wait, L-Corp or Carmen's lab? L-Corp or Carmen's lab? Those are two very different time periods. L-Corp is everyone but Ayn and Benjamin are dead. Carmen's lab is there as hope. It would seem that Dawnbake has headed that way. The screening room. The security procedures for entering that place can be extremely convoluted. Oh, you need ego to exist. So after White Knight's Dark Days. Okay, yeah. That's fair. Before White Knight's Dark Days, ego was possible, as seen by Callie. It was just extremely fucking rare. Screening room? The name doesn't give a very clear idea what it's about. Wonder why security is so tight about it. It's at the very top of the building. There are two ways to make something inaccessible. Put it underground or at the highest point. Yeah, not necessarily as well, Callie, but yeah, you can go into later after stream. Because it's Project Moon, I am interested. We're just taking care of some more staff. Thank you, Sinclair, for one-shotting them yet again. You never disappoint. Tremor Burst was inflicted, but didn't do much. Oh yeah, also, something to talk about. What the hell is an Uptie 4? Because I have 2 Uptie 4 tickets. I'm not certain who to use those on. Yeah. The problems with doing an SI into the city of all places is that you kind of need a reason the head hasn't, like, killed your Rob, because usually there's like random omnipotent bean. I generally dislike that. I generally just go for that doesn't the random omnipotent bean. This just happened. Who knows why? Uptie 4 was introduced later after release to save early IDs due to Project Moon not playtesting them. Y-Corp Yabladoth, isn't that a demiurge? They can make basically anything the head didn't ban them from. They made so much shit that nested off a giant tower of trash. Yeah, that was answered. Okay. Yeah, let's just kill some more. Oh, it's the same people. Okay. Yeah, I know like a little about some wings because I've read through like a doc on like general wings. Isn't there a wing that's all about like making a super metal? Because that seems like it would fit whatever one you're talking about. Because if it's like manufacturing, X-Corp. Yeah, X-Corp is the manufacturing wing. They have like a super metal that is basically completely invulnerable. I remember reading it on a lore doc when I was putting together the thing me and Nee are doing. Yeah, there's a lot of wings, Kos. There's a lot of coverage by them. If you want, I can send you the lore docs I have that go into like detail on all the wings that we currently know about. Class 1, 2. Yeah, you made this before X-Corp came out. Neat. Yeah, it's been cooking for a bit. Yeah, I'll send them over after stream. Class 1-2. Let's keep going. Yeah, before next stream, I'll do some thread grinding. 4-48 is coming. Then it'll be on to part 3 of this canto. Yeah. I am always happy to yap about Project Moon because this is basically my first like hyperfixation in years. The last time I got this invested in something was when I was like 12. And I was reading Percy Jackson all the time. I have not gotten that invested since. Okay, striker stance, go through. Yeah, like as I'm going through this canto, I've been kind of taking notes for the project I'm working on. Because K-Corp ampules show up there, so I need to know how they work. And like how expensive they are and general procedures for how they also how they feel. I think they went into how they feel. I'll have to replay the final level of Scion. I think I saw that earlier. That's the one that Xana was going through with like a bunch of add-on stuff. Where you either are the gods or you're like a demigod becoming them. Yeah. Fate type Moon. There is a single rule about Fate. We do not talk about the moon. The moon is weird. We do not talk about it. Okay, Dawn, please kill this man. Close. He's saying finish him off. Yeah. I played through the entirety of L-Corp, and that goddamn got me hooked. If you check in the L-Corp Limbus section of the Dwarf's Discord, I recorded a decent chunk of my playthrough of L-Corp there. And I also streamed the first time. Yeah, I farmed a Pockbird. That happened, yes. As you might have seen earlier, that's Muriel. In fact, I met him once at a job interview for B-Corp. I'm sorry. No, you are so right. Nekoark definitely has the same energy as Don Quixote. Yes. Also, Shady, you might be a little confused about what I say about farming a Hawkbird. You see, what happened was, I noticed a Hawkbird, when you beat it, gave you all your agents an ego gift that gave a +7 to every single stat in the game. I decided I wanted that for all 60 agents, but I didn't have enough room for 60 agent slots. So, I released a decent chunk of my employees, took them out, put the new agents back in, took off the Twilight Ego gear, and killed a pockbird again. And then again. And then again. And then a couple more times because it crashed like 3 times after killing a pockbird. So overall, I've killed a pockbird like 7 times in a row. I have that shit down to a science.
뭐?
Also,
삼조씨.
something important just was just said. I met him once at a job interview for B-Corp. It was fun. Yeah, welcome Klein. Welcome Klein. Yeah, it was fun to farm a pockbird. I just separated out my agents by damage type and sent kill squads at each egg, prioritizing killing the time egg first to make it more reliable. I generally could get through it with no casualties in like 5 minutes. Of course, K-Corp is my primary choice. A man of mediocrity like me has to send an application to every wing in hopes that one will accept it. Agreed. At least it's not White Knight. At least it's not White Knight. Spaghetti, yeah, Spaghetti Code and Pimu. Name a more dynamic duo. There were corpses around Mariel. Appalling couldn't even begin to describe their state. Yep, corpses all over the place. Are the chickens still up here? I hope they're safe. Oh dear. Pardon me. I need to use the restroom. Oh, he's gonna throw up, isn't he? Samjo turned pale and ran, covering his mouth with a hand. Yep, he was about to throw up. I was tempted to throw a White Knight at you guys later in Pi, and your endless mercy decided not to. Thank you very much. White Knight is terrifying. Our researchers couldn't have been able to fight back at all. K-Corp's employees didn't seem to have a problem with bludgeoning my colleagues who didn't so much as swing a fist either. We're looking for your boss. Where is she? What I want to know is how you're still alive. Oh, you mean those Gallian murder machines? They weren't anything we couldn't deal with. The bomb did hurt a bit, though. Yeah, Arcos, I have seen a couple talents I would take, but it doesn't seem thematically appropriate to get them. So, warn you about that. No, that bomb wasn't meant for annihilation. It was a means. Ooh? There's been an unexpected variable to Ran and Sren's plan. What are you? Faust broke her silence. Even if you were to return to an age without technology, you won't find the peace you seek. Agreed, Faust. Yeah, 12 apostles, 12 sinners. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Once accustomed to the luxury brought by technology, people won't be able to withstand life in the past. Think of the time when trips to the backstreets were trending among the rich. They only use the experience to take another look at their own lives and be thankful for everything they have. Hardly any would live in a less opulent era given the opportunity. And? I don't like talkative people. I'm not fond of explaining things to you either. What's a major event in the timeline has White Knight in the name? Are you talking about in Pi in this? I think you're talking about in Pi, and if so, I don't think you've talked about that yet. The only thing that comes to mind is like Elysium Descending. Oh, in this, yeah, White Knights in Dark Days. Yeah, the White Knights in Dark Days incident. I'm not the talkative sort, and I don't require explanations in any field. I was simply curious to know the difference in perspectives. Yeah, the White Knight in Dark Days is the major event, and I guess the second one was when I don't know much about Shin or Mang. I know they exist because of Leviathan, but they seem to have had an effect. The secondary releasing of the light by the library seems to have an effect on making Shin and Mang available. None of us take warp trains. That's smart. Good. Just good. Don't take warp trains. Never take warp trains. We don't eat the meat the city has to offer either. When you know the truth, you wouldn't even consider something as shallow as backstreet strips. Canto 8 finally gave an explanation on the Shin and Mang before everyone was confused. Yeah. Kos, does the theory have to do with stuff that happens later on, or is it viable now? The elders in my family, who must know even greater things than I do, don't have any problem using them, though. The masses are ignorant. They won't believe it even if you show it before their eyes.
대다수는 믿지 못해.
Leviathan didn't really give much explanation about Shin and Mong. The translation wasn't great, but it basically just said like Virgilius concentrated on like all like the bad stuff that happened in his life, and like rings of light appeared around like his arm or leg, and he punched a researcher off into an endless abyss. And this is your conclusion. Get rid of everything and make him live in that empty world. You wouldn't get... No, I think I get it just fine. There are plenty of blighters out there who just don't get it if you talk nicely. They'd only start empathizing with the likes of me after they get a couple bruises and scars on their faces. Yeah. Dante is a White Knight's aberration, or the Dark Days, because White Knights and Dark Days was separated into two parts. White Knight is the Alf abnormality, well, Alf abnormality kept in K-Corp, but nothing's surfaced for Dark Days. Yeah, that could make sense. The one thing that bothers me about that is that Faust implies that she knows who Dante was before he put the clock on, which leads to thoughts that he wasn't an aberration. But maybe the clock is? It gives me the urge to just wreck it all. If we ever recruit new members, I'll try excluding the educational background from the requisites. Although Heathcliff has never told us about what schools he went to, I can see where it's coming from. Oh, you're right. When distortions linger for too long, they become an abnormality. Still, you're going way over the line. Yeah, after a distortion lingers for too long, like in what... There's two things that happen to a distortion that make it turn into an abnormality. First, its core principle is like violated in some way. It's not addressed, it's violated. Like how Virgilius connected the dots of the ring pointillist who distorted, which completely undermined his distortion's point of view and made him turn into Schadenfreude, the abnormality. And then there's just leave them alone for long enough and they'll inevitably distort further into abnormalities. I think the only reason that the Blue Reparation troop in Runia, who were just entirely distortions, didn't become abnormalities is either... There's two things. Number one, they probably weren't distortions for long enough. And number two, they were most likely partially stabilized by Blue Reverberation, because he was supported by Carmen. Virgilius, when he can't style on rats and test abnormalities. I need to get out of here or I'm finished. Yeah, Virgilius has done jack shit. He's just hung out in the bus and not done anything else. The only time he was, like, somewhat helpful was at the K-Corp entrance in Canto 3, where he got Siegfried to leave us alone after killing everyone once. Yeah, that is an interesting theory, though, Kos. I'll probably either run with that one or come up with my own as this goes along. Because so far, it feels like Dante is slowly becoming more of a person as we go on. Because in the previous cantos, he basically did jack shit. He just followed the flow of what everyone else told him to do. But in this canto, he's starting to actually ask questions. Yeah, there's always Dante's An, but that doesn't feel right, because, like, the impression I got of Dante before he got the clock head on in the prologue, it didn't seem like An at all. Because An had reached, basically, enlightenment, I guess, afterwards, after the events of K-Corp, and dispersed into the light. But, prologue... Also, this guy is new. It's Mariel. He's also wearing the Ego. What are you? Bind, reattached Curse Talisman. At 9+, gain 5 Bind. At 12+, gain +5+ attack power. 3 blunt fragility? Oh, that's pretty decent. Then Rupture. Attached Curse Talisman. Yeah, let's just keep going.
불길 속으로.
Yeah, because the impression I got of Dante before before he lost all his memories was like extremely arrogant, and that just doesn't fit. Am I gonna one cycle this guy? Almost. He's stagger plus already. Yeah. As I was saying, it just doesn't fit him. It doesn't fit him. But like, I mean, I can see where it's coming from though. I can see where the Dante's Aeon is coming from. So far, I don't have enough information to have like a concrete theory about Dante. If I learn more about Faust, because she seems to know what's going on with Dante, or just Dante himself, I'll probably come up with an actual theory, but so far I don't have one. Yep, 4-44, an age without technology. Let's go again.
이 검이 필요하오.
God, there's still more. I didn't think it could happen, but there's still more enemies to fight. You were not kidding about this. Yeah, I know there's a Kanto list out there, because it's the order they were introduced in Kanto 1. Faust Kanto is all but certain to be second to last. It's based on the interpretation of the source material where Dante's lover guides him to the light of heaven. Yeah, but we know what Dante's searching for though. It's whatever the star he sees whenever he rewinds the sinners. Because Faust keeps brought that up to get him to rewind them the first time, and ever since it has been there every single time he rewinds them. A constant source, an enduring star. Okay, let's just kill this guy. Thank you, Yisang. This song is a banger. Just a down, 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 down. Yeah, but as this goes, I'm trying to come up with more theories. Like, Ishmael, well, we know it's Moby Dick. She's from Moby Dick, and her Kanto's up next. And considering everything she's on about so far, just like, she's obsessed with like making everything go perfectly. Yeah, engraving the aspect. Once they said that Dante originally wasn't cooperating with like joining Limbus company, but after Faust said, if you join us, you will be able to engrave the aspect, he went completely willingly. Which was never explained. We don't know what the hell that is. It seems Dante doesn't know what that is either, but still. Yeah. Also, one thing I've been doing is I've been reading the Dante's journal section, and that is honestly giving some pretty good characterization for Dante. He seems like kind of exasperated by like no one explaining shit to him. He's just kind of done, but he's used to it. He's just used to it at this point. Because he knows jack shit about like anything in the city, and no one's gonna explain it to him. Okay, offer to join. I'm gonna guess that's an offer to Yisang. Because Dongrang, no, not Dongrang, Dongbek is the leader of the Technological Liberation Alliance. Okay, let's keep going. A, E, Y.
부른 거요?
Did you call? Oh, Yisang. Okay, that was probably... Explain? Yi? That man who keeps clinging to us, claiming to be your friend. What's the relationship?
보이는 그대로.
As can be seen, the tie has long been severed. I don't like butting in, and I hate speaking for long even more. We can tell, Ryoshu, you're almost always speaking in, like, letters. But I'm telling you this since the smile of that ignorance-feigning scoundrel Dongrang is detestable. That one desk, the one that is even more disgusting than the others because it was clean and empty. The name tag below it had your name. I was right. Dongrang is not over whatever caused the League of Nine to break up. He was planning to give Yisang that position all along. Do you think he's trying to headhunt him? That's supposedly a violation of moral principles. This is the city. Ishmael? This is the city. A violation of moral principles between films will never be upheld. Baffled. What's that supposed to be an acronym for? It's not I'm just baffled. That's what makes you never tell about Ryoshu. Sometimes she's using an acronym. Sometimes she's not. Orange hair. You say you used to work on a ship for a long while as a fixer? You have serious delusions about wings and firms. Did you dump your common sense into the Great Lake as chum? Bringing up morality in the world we live in. Pretty amusing for a joke. Yeah, it's the city. Everything's always fucked up here. Headhunting and changing jobs between firms are done based on interest and efficiency. Thank you, Merceau. You were always amazing. So you're a hillbilly in your own language, eh? Or should I say boatbilly? I love the dynamic between Heathcliff and Ishmael. They just keep ragging on each other. Even if that was the case, this really is strange. Yeah, his act that he puts on makes him seem like so aloof and over everything, but he's held on to Yi Sang as like a friend this entire time, however long it's been since the League of Nine disbanded. He's not taking Yi Sang's thoughts into account at all. Pay it no heed. Thoughts are rather meager things. I am quite used to the life of being taxidermied. That's sad. Are you sure you don't mind? Yi Sang, when you joined the company... No, actually, didn't all of us receive the same offer? The job offer. In my case, I was promised I'd get my aspect carved. Oh, it's brought up here again. Engraving the aspect. He was promised he'd get this aspect carved. I could barely remember a thing, but as soon as I heard that word, I nodded as if I was possessed. It's very fucking important if the impression of it persists through a memory wipe. They acted like they knew my only choice would be to accept it. If I join this company, when I do, the thing I wished for dearly, the thing I recited to myself every night, yes, the thing I thought I would be impossible. Okay, the impression I'm getting is that if I joined this company, the thing they were all each promised to be given was basically their greatest wish. They promised to make it a possibility. Most certainly. Oh, Dawn's not speaking. That's interesting. How thoroughly they look into our backgrounds. Guess we had our own version of wish-granting tales, just like that storybook we read earlier. It's being brought up again. It is definitely important. I'm still thinking it's like an abnormality that, like, probably, like, produces, like, water or something that they turn into the HP ampules. In truth, even that wish was no more than a futile dream. What? You weren't even that desperate for it? Why did you join then? Simply, I walked for so long that my feet hurt. A shower of rain was pouring down as well. The bus I saw then appeared rather inviting. That can't be it, can it? That's enough of it. Our company rules forbid disclosing the contents of the job contract in detail. Well, that's annoying. I want to know. Acting all high and mighty when you're in the same boat with the rest. Foul. Let's proceed. That's when a thought struck me. Unlike most other sinners, Yi Sang wouldn't vocalize his pain. Because of that, I would often discover his injuries late. Where has he been holding up all that pain? I was reminded of the void in his chest I caught a glimpse of. Was he keeping it in, or was it spilling out? Has he given up on ever flying free? Because that's what they keep talking about, wings. I'm gonna continue that metaphor. Fuck it. Yeah, has he given up on flying free and is just following the flow of the city as it demands him to go? Fente. Yeah, more mandatory fights. Yay. Not even an interesting fight, it's just the same. The suffering never ends. One thing I think they're doing a very good job is that they're doing a very good job of like implying time that has happened off screen to have Dante know the sinners pretty well. Like that little mention of how Yi Sang usually hides his pain extremely well. What the? Why are you attacking? Why are you attacking him? What's your sanity? Targets units indiscriminately. Okay, that's why.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, hi. No, get away from me, bug. There we go. Yeah, let's hope these guys all die quickly, because we're almost at 4-48, and that will be the end of the second part of this canto. I'm kind of hoping I can get this entire canto done tonight, because that would be neat. There we go. There we go. Clear rewards. Get more lunacy. Offer to join 2. 4-46. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah, it's not only applied. You can see exactly how much time has passed between story event in the top right corner of the tab in Inferno. Oh, that's awesome. Like, let me look at that. Like, up here? Oh, you are right. Let me scroll all the way down. So, 94801, 94801, 98401, 98402. Is that a month passing? 98403, 98403, and then 98405. That's a month. Okay, we are 4 months in. Okay. Neat. 984 is the year. Oh, wow. Okay. Offer to join 2. There's a lot of enemies this time. Let's see what the hell's going on. I still love how fucking absurd that turned head looks. Oh, it's just more of the same. I'm honestly disappointed. I was hoping for more enemies. I will fight every enemy at least once to see how they tick. And then I will win rate because they aren't hard. Can't let you win. Like, I'm not even using like a poise team that's particularly well put together. Because I have a poise team set up for Mirror Dungeon. Because I have like 6 poise IDs. I have also 6 Tremor, but most of those are 2-star. And I actually have 3-star poise IDs. So yeah. Oh, also, one thing to do that I'll take suggestions from chat for is that I have enough Faust ID shards to get a 3-star Faust ID or Ego. So I'm entirely open to getting one of those. I saw that there was a Blade Lineage Faust one, so I'm kind of interested in that. But other examples would go wonders, because I don't know what's interesting to use or not. Great Sword, let's go. Please just all die. All of you are Boyne. Well, yes, but I want to 100% it. I want every ID, because it seems like that's actually possible in this game. Because there's only one... You only roll on the character ID and Ego, and those are in the same gacha. So it seems entirely possible to get every single ID in the game. And if it's possible, I want to do it. And he's dead. Thank you, Sinclair. Self-destructive purge works as intended. Let's go more. Pretty, let's engage in duel. Send him to the heavens. Thank you. Don Quixote, you do so much damage. It's interesting that there's like no body left in their defeat animation right there. It's just their body's entirely gone. Oh, you already have them all? Nice job. It seems like a thing I'm probably going to get gradually because I get so many goddamn ID shards cases from the Battle Pass. And if I could probably just grind it, honestly. Yeah, that's a stagger. Goodbye. I think Sinclair is getting close to... Never mind. I thought he was getting close to corroding, and I was kind of hoping for that, so Coast could see the dragon. Okay, like... Yep, clear rewards. Yeah, so I have... Let's go to Shard Thread. I have 400 Faust shards. So, which Faust should I get? 12k shards total. Nice. Yeah, what Faust should I get? Because I have enough for one. I can't get any from Walpurgis Knot. There's the one who grips. Any others? Nope. There's the... no other ones. There's still no other Faust ones. Then there's also still no Faust ones. Blade Lineage. Everlasting Season 4. Which one? Event? This one? Are you talking about this one? Multi-crack office rep? Or are you looking for ego? Announcer? Extract. I don't see everlasting here. Yeah, I don't see the everlasting you're talking about. Oh, this. I'm sorry, is that a wedding dress? That is a wedding dress. That's a 4-coin ego? Yeah, wow. That's definitely a wow. Hey, Kos. There's wedding dress Faust here. This is just Tremor. Yeah, this is a lot of Tremor. But I kind of want to pick up IDs before ego. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'll let you guys decide. Multi-crack office rep, Everlasting, or Blade Lineage Saotsu. So, this one. This one. You want Dawn and Dragon Ego. Do I have the Dragon Ego? Let me check right now for Dawn. Do I have the Dragon Ego for Dawn? I do not have the Dragon Ego for Dawn. So, you recommend Multi-Crack. That's the first vote, so we're getting that one. Okay. While they're new, is the Friston season. Well, never mind. Can't see it. Okay. She definitely has mechanical body parts, like, all over. Oh my god. Oh, 2 arms. Neat. While there are numerous deficiencies and points of failures in this plan, Faust will hone it into utter unfailing perfection. Yep, there we go. Multi-crack office Rex, Faust. Yep, Faust previous. Let's continue into the Inferno. Kanto, offer to join 2, 4-46. Yeah. I'm trying to get Sinclair to corrode, but he does not want to. Well, I know, I remember before I started Limbus, I saw an Arknights crossover image. Has that happened yet? Because I know that should happen, unless they canceled it. Because I know there's an Arknights crossover happening. Yeah, as I said, the only known crossover they're having is the Arknights one, and we know approximately jack shit about that, if I remember right. Do I have enough for either of these? I need more gluttony. Let's just 1, 2, 1, 2. I want gluttony. I want to show Faust ego. Not Faust. Dawn as Kiana? Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Okay, but which Kiana? There's a lot of Kianas. Oh, ego's only for the Arknights thing. Faust, Honglu, Ishii, and Greg. Yeah, so there is Tuna Kiana, there is Duck Kiana, there's Cat Kiana, and there's Goddess Kiana. So which Kiana would you prefer? There are so many goddamn. Oh, there's also Angie Kiana. I think I have enough gluttony for Sinclair's ego now, so I can show you the first dragon. PM has stated they will only collab with works that fit the tone of their works. Okay, Honkai isn't happening then. Honkai is very, very fucking upbeat about this. Let's grab... Oh, no, that's Tree of Knowledge. Ah, fuck it. Branch of Knowledge. I want to go further negative. Please get a Tails. No, actually, no, get a Heads. Yeah, PM has stated... Kos, I have beaten the entirety of Honkai. It is entirely way too upbeat for the city. I've also played Star Rail. It is too upbeat. Yeah, you're not getting me with the you haven't played it, you don't get it. I have played the entire thing. Yeah, Honkai does that, but they don't do like the gut-wrenching horror. They don't do the horror enough for the fit. Honkai is way too, like, I guess not really censored, but just upbeat about it. They're into like depression. They're not into horror. This is a horror. Okay, PGR could fit. PGR could fit. But it would depend. It would very much depend. Because PGR is very much leaning into like the UC high power stuff happening all the goddamn time. And like the head would not allow that. Oh wait, I forgot to do Sinclair. God damn it, I forgot to do Sinclair. I forgot to do his ego.
당연한 결과죠.
Okay, now 4-40. What the hell is that?
그렇겠죠?
What the hell is that? I think I was right about it being an abnormality, it seems like. Because what the hell is that? Yeah, constructs should be fine because they were originally human. Wait, no, actually, no, Kos, AI Ethics Amendment. Do you remember the AI Ethics Amendment? Prosthetic bodies are not allowed to be human-shaped in any way, in most ways. And yeah, the AI Ethics Amendment. Up to 7 sinners. This is new. In this battle, up to 7 sinners can participate in combat. Certain stages may allow more sinners to participate in the battle compared to the previous stage. In this case, the edit team area will flicker. Okay. Okay. I have you. You are 40. Do I have any other identities that are level 40? I mean, She Association Heathcliff is. He's not max uptie, though. Rose Spinner Workshop Rep is also. Peso Branch Faust is not nearly enough. Neither are you. Neither are you. Neither are... Oh, no, Fang Hunt Office. At level 1, Zwei Gregor can solo the Kanta 1 dungeon? That is awesome. Also, I see that grabs popcorn. That's ominous as fuck. Okay. I'm gonna leave this... actually... Okay, I don't really care which one goes in. So, which one do you guys want to go in? Heathcliff, Roja, or Honglu? Heathcliff, Roja, Honglu. Because all of them are level 40, so they're viable for this. Heathcliff, got it. She Heathcliff. Terrible ID. I hate this guy. She Heathcliff, look at his kills. This does jack shit. It's a 9 max skill 1 and a 14 max skill 2 with 1 coin on both. It's so bad, but I'm putting him anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna switch this to LCB Sinner so I can actually get the passive. Let's go. Based on the fact, yeah, poor She and Limbus, they were so goddamn cool in Runia. It's too dark to see. I think that's the singularity that produces the HP modules. Because based on the... Wait a goddamn second. It's a giant eyeball. The form of healing that was taken in the fairy tale was tears falling from the sky. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that fits. It's definitely that. It's too dark to see. What is that? It's been stopped for a moment because of the commotion, right? Yes, as intruders might come up, so Director Alfonso has ordered to halt the operation for the moment. No, that just won't do. The losses caused in a brief moment will be tremendous, Samjo. Scratch that. What is that thing? Ah, you see, this thing cries in our stead. This thing cries in our stead. If that's the abnormality type, maybe... I'm gonna guess... It's not an object type. No, not fairy tale. I don't know, whatever. So I always look at it with gratitude and pity. I see now. That's what Rand told me about. Who is that? The voice of a person we've been desperately looking for was heard. It's Dawnbake, right? Its source was right in front of us. Some kind of translucent veil seemed to drop as she rose. And Dawnbake was looking at us. I've been wondering how, and now I know the answer. I'm sorry, this isn't K-Corp's HQ, this is just the side lab? Oh, God. Okay, so that's not even their main gimmick, this is just part of it. How our security was so easily breached, how we kept losing track of you, and how you kept vanishing. You had the veil. It was so simple. Why couldn't I think of it sooner? Oh, he sounds kind of angry at that. Veil? What's that supposed to be? God, you buggers started talking about things only you know again, eh? You might be able to live in the city, alright, but you clearly aren't cut out to be a fixer. Most people struggle to figure out or understand the source of each technology in their lives, so they give up in the endeavor and simply nod along, pretending to know. It's an essential skill for making your life in the city bearable. Yeah, Heath is just how normal people feel around Project Moon fan conversations. Ahem. It's an expensive singularity-based item. Only famous fixers, wing executives, or the richest classes could afford. Even though I asked how you got it, you won't answer me, will you? Is what I'm seeing the truth behind regeneration ampules. Actually, no, that's the wrong voice. Is what I'm seeing the truth behind regeneration ampules. Yes, that's right. The source of the ampules you're hellbent on destroying. What do you... destroy? Let me ask you a question. Don't you know how many lives these ampules can save? These regeneration ampules don't simply regenerate the body. These tears can kill as easily as they can save. Yep. Earlier, right before we switched into part 2 of the Kanto, Yi-Sang mentioned something interesting about the decay ampules that Shren was trying to use on us. They were marked original, so the HP ampules are a derivative of the decay ampules, not the other way around. Are you trying to suggest that these tears kill people? Yeah, decay ampules. I have nothing more to say to you, if you won't believe me, even after seeing it happen several times already. Yep. Fine then. Well, you concede if I prove their safety, but what the hell are you doing? If I prove their safety by walking into this pool. What? Even Dawnbake's just like, what the fuck? No. Don't slander Mr. Dongring with their baseless claims. Countless people have recovered from life-threatening conditions thanks to this technology. Nanomachines, yeah, sure, I bet. I was almost convinced, and then they started talking about fairy tales, and I was like, wait a goddamn second. I've been injected with it once myself. My neck broke while diving, but the regeneration ampule helped me recover from the brink of death. It was one of the reasons I applied for K-Corp as soon as I became an adult, but that's not the point here. What are you doing, Mr. Samjo? He's gonna jump in the pool, isn't he? My childhood dream was to be competitive swimmers in a nest. I can dive from this height with no problem. I thought I was being a baseball star. You're already doing it again, Samjo. You don't have to go through this trouble. It's okay, so just stay here. Dongring sounds a little desperate. It's no trouble at all. You worked on this ampule yourself. Mr. Dongring, Director Alfonso, and countless other researchers worked for years to perfect K-Corp's regeneration ampules. I could only be here because I trust this technology. I'm proud of it. He's going to die. This is Project Moon. He's going to die. I'll be back in a minute. Wait, Samjo! Samjo took his glasses off and jumped into the vat containing the tears. Small bubbles rose from where he dove, but a few seconds later, no sound could be heard from the vat. Oh dear, what a bother. Samjo never knew about the unrefined tears. Yeah, decay ampules. Unrefined, they just kill. We won't be able to salvage his body. Still, it's fortunate that he remained proud of us until the end. What did you just say? Mr. Samjo was a case of success from a humble upbringing. I like that sort of person. Fellows who are hired by Wings, even though their qualifications are far below what the Wings requirements, tend to be loyal to their employers. What? Wasn't he a Nestborn? Right, you do know that being from the Nest doesn't grant you a free pass to the Wings, right? No, I didn't. Okay. What's happening? Why isn't Mr. Samjo coming back? Yeah, the unrefined tears, decay modules. What does the unprocessed liquid do, Donggrang? The tear's function is to revert things to how they were originally. The regeneration ampules available now are a product of numerous refining processes. When a person who has lost an arm takes the ampule, they'll remember having the arm as its original state. When someone with a dent in their head takes the ampule, their head will be restored to the shape they remember it to be how it originally was. What about those people in the lobotomy branch who died like bugs? They were all under a trance, so to speak. By repeatedly playing the voice that says, "You are a bug" in a sealed, otherwise silent room, the image of bugs will be instilled in the subconscious. Indeed, it becomes more effective with the step of refining and diluting it with ideas of human concepts. But when a drop of a tear that lacks any kind of interpretation touches someone, they'd be reverted all the way back to the original form of humanity. Okay, which original form? Because, like, are you talking about, like, all the way back to, like, single-celled organisms? The original form? Or should I say it helps you go back to that state? Although it tries, it doesn't seem to be capable of making a person fully reach that state. It consequently removes pain, but, well... So, are you satisfied, Donbeck? You were right, and Samjo probably turned into the original form of humanity or something like that, in the vat of tears. Congratulations! Now, what do you really want? The singularity. Permanently destroying it and everything related by using the concept incinerator. She wants to throw whatever the hell that thing is into the concept incinerator. Concept incinerator, huh? You'll use it again? Again? What'd you use it on before? So, Donbeck, let's say you do successfully return to an age of nothingness. What comes next? Chop trees, build huts, make clothes out of leather? Is that the kind of life you want? Mourning the lost lives of trees and animals you've killed? Look, Donbeck, with an attitude like that, you'll be nothing more than a primitive amateur. Are you really sure that's what you want? He's really broken up about this. You always ask stupid questions, then and now. We decided to use vile technology as tools to get rid of the vile creators. Thus, no one can remain in the future we envision. Oh, she just wants to kill everyone. Okay. That's why we could be free from the obsession with survival. They don't care if they die. They were going to kill themselves anyway. What are you talking about? So you weren't envisioning a future? You just can't let go of the past. Both of you, stop this. I don't want old feuds repeating before my eyes. Yisang, you look fine. You say it like you're relieved. Didn't you want him... You're right. I wanted him to die. But I'm sure he wished for the same. Yeah, he mentioned earlier... Well, actually, he didn't mention earlier. We saw a glimpse into his thoughts earlier. Well, no, he did mention it. That his most hopeless point in his life was... First, when the first time we revived him, because he was glad to be dead. And secondly, after we revived him from Donbeck, because he was hoping he'd still be dead. He wouldn't resist while it dug into his heart. The golden bow. It was unpleasant. Felt like I was granting your wish. Seems to me both of you got a few screws loose. You think pushing someone off a cliff can be justified just because that person was hesitating? Why don't we hear it from the person himself, then? I have no words to say. This conversation is over, then. I'm frankly glad it is.
네 자리를 균형해서
That feels like an ego
것이
gear.
없던 둘을
I'll take this
찾아주십시오.
opportunity to kill 2 of my old companions with my own hands.
그리고
Then I'll seize and burn the singularity.
흡수하고 태워버릴 거야.
That feels like an ego gear. Okay, what is this gear's deal? Oh, we're only fighting Dawnbake. That's a lot of shield. Oh god. Lobotomy Eagle Sun Shower. Dawnbeck. Okay, let's look at these skills. So, Clash Win, heal 8 SP, Clash lose 5. Sinking Rupture. It's a positive coin skill. This is a negative coin skill. Lose 8 SP, gain 3 sinking. Gain bind and attack power down next turn. The defense is a -1. Failed evade, lose 8 SP. And then starts the battle. Lobotomy Ego gets a lot of shield XP. At the end of each turn, lose 10 SP. And unit attack type does not inflict, does not change. Sanity. At lower morale, gain 2 attack power up, 3 bind. Turn start becomes staggered. Okay, that seems decent. Now, honestly, fuck it. Yi Sang. I believe in you. Then, no, you probably won't win that. The enemy that all other negative coin IDs are based on. Okay, that could probably win. And then, can I win this? I can win that. Then everything else will be base IDs. The lower one. Hi, Heathcliff. You are just here. Let's do some damage. Coerced Judgment. Then March. We won that. Okay, good. There we go. We want the SP. Bro thinks he's on the team. Yeah. She Heathcliff is a very bad ID. Hey, Ishmael. Good. Okay. That's all the clashes won. We just need the... All we need now is for the evade to fail to proc. Oh, she got it. She got it to fail to proc. Oh, Heathcliff broke it. Okay. -36. Oh, that's not great. Okay, we're not winning that. Okay. We can probably win... Oh, wait, actually. We cannot win any... Oh, these are +3, and she's at minus. I can probably win this, actually. I can definitely win these. These are all minus coins. And these are all plus coins. The plus coins can be definitely easily defeat. The minus coins are going to be a problem. If even one of those doesn't head, you fail. But can you take care of this? You definitely can. Okay. Then we want flexible suppression. We can get through that. Oh, you are struggling. You should be okay. No, you won't. You won't be great. Yeah, no. Flexible suppression is needed. Otherwise, you'll just fail instantly. Can you beat this? You definitely can. Okay. I don't even need to use your final skill. Then, can I beat you with this? Oh, that's not great. Okay. Let's take that one instead. And then Ishmael can beat this. No, you can't. Okay. Use ward. Then everyone else will just do regular attacks. Go through. Yeah, POV, you see coins while running sinking. Has this... You see my... Oh my god, you're so right. POV, you see minus coins while running a sinking team. Has the same vibe as hearing hello in Lobotomy Corp. Okay, that is a win. That is a fail. That is a fail. God damn it. Sinking Rupture. Been inflicted. Oh, we're fine so far. Never mind, we're not. They're doing sinking, which is not great. Flexible suppression is failing me. Great. I'm pretty sure I lost every single clash there. There we go. We won a single clash. Ward is going through. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I won a single clash there. That was terrible. Thank you for doing 4 damage, Heathcliff. You're truly a part of this team. They're all focused on Gregor. Gregor has none. Okay. We want Guardian to go through. They're all positive coin skills. She's at positive values right now, so that's fair. Then we want to win these. Sinclair, I don't want you to fight this because you don't need SP, but everyone else does. then everyone else can just go on this. I want to save the better skills for clashing. Yeah, Greg is blunt and effective. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Is this a blunt skill? How do I see the damage type? What? No, actually, I need to check here. Damage type blunt. Yeah. And this is a blunt skill. So, yeah. That is definitely good. Never mind, that is a pierce skill. Okay. Greg will go on... Can you beat this? Probably not. I'll do Guardians on that one. Then... unopposed, take this one, please. And Sinclair, I believe in you. Because I want to drop Sinclair's absurd amount of damage. Oh, damn it. The evade work. Okay, we won. That's one. See if we win this. We win it. We win it. We win it. Yes! Thank you, Yisang. Thank you so much. Guardian. There we go. I love the aesthetic of Greg just taking a smoke break before hitting them. It's hilarious. Okay. Wait, not Greatsword. Break Thorny Memories, right in half. It looks like she has two different skill behaviors depending on if she's positive or negative SP. If she's positive, she does... Oh, okay. She summoned Old Umbrellas. Combat start, gain Thorns. When hit, return 50% of the damage back to attacker. Okay, I don't want to hit you then. Let's see. Anything else been revealed? Yeah, let's see. A couple other things, but nothing that's very good. Then passives. Low morale. Gain 2 attack power up and minus 3 bind. That's about it. I will throw everyone just on dealing with these guys. What's their deal? No skills, passive. When inflict with 5+ center count, that's actually very good. I should kill them all. There we go. Heathcliff. You'll deal with that one, sure. Then, you move over there, and you move over there. Then I want... Immoral Enactment can just kill one entirely. Standoff will kill that one. That should be good, I think. Heathcliff, go for that one, sure. Because I don't want to... There we go. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. We're good. Okay, she got all the... She got 20 count. Oh, that's a mass attack. Sink it all. On use, you 30s... Lose 30 SP and gain 5 sinking, gain corroding heart. The attack power down, fragile, and blind. On hit, loses 15 SP and inflicts sinking and poison. That's not great. I can definitely meet that with an ego if I want guaranteed. Or if I want basically guaranteed. Gregor. Let's see, what egos do I have available for you? 14 plus 8, base 14. Yeah, she does poison for some reason. What's yours? Base 20. Okay. You are going to win this. Thank you for your service. There we go. And then we'll win that. As well as that. As well as that. This is going very well. That is also going well. I could get all of these in. Heathcliff, no. Just no, Heathcliff, no. I want Dawn on that, because we want SP. Let's go. I believe in you. I believe in you, Otis. You're going to win this, please. You're almost staggered. Okay, the Pathos Mathos has gone through. Good. The Odyssey had a purpose. Oh, yeah, you're entirely right. I completely forgot about shielding on Enclair. What's his SP at right now? I'll pause it when it goes through. That's not him. She's at minus 45 now. Dawn. Good. Minus 34. I think he'll be okay, just barely. Yeah, minus 41. He's barely okay. Okay. We're shielding this. Actually, do you think I can kill her? You think I can kill her this turn if I go through Self-Destructive Purge? Because she has like 800 health. She has attack power down. She has 2 fragiles, 20% more damage. She has Nerve Strike on her. Attack power down. Yeah, I think I might be able to kill her this turn. So, first, let's go with Suddenly One Day. Let's go with that. And then that. Let's go with 19 plus 4, 12 to 30, 18 to 20. Oh, that's a plus 33%. But actually, let's check this. How much is that? 86. That's much more. We're getting that. Okay, then Don Quixote can just kill. Don Quixote will do damage. Then, Flank Thrust. And Heathcliff is just here for moral support. Oh yeah, you're fucking right. Sinclair's gonna corrode. I don't really want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna go with a shield. Okay, Suddenly One Day. Ego's gone through. My arm had changed. Go. 74 damage. Decent. That's decent. She has like 500... Okay, how much damage? Damn it, not a heads hit. I was really hoping for a heads hit. That would have been good. Then Snag Harpoon, not a head hit. Great. I am not doing great on this. That bastard has to be alive still. Yeah, there's no way I'm killing her this turn. I'll get her shield down, probably, but I'm not killing her. Then Don Quixote. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shield is about to be down. Good job. Yep, there we go. 1, 2. We did. And Flying Swallow does 33. I think that's the most damage Heathcliff has done the entire time. Failed Evade, lose SP, Get It Away, and Thorny Memories, Stinging Memories. Any new passives? In Panic becomes Staggered. And Determination. Recovering from Panic, fully heal SP, gain 2 haste and 2 attack power up. That's not great. Sinclair, lose SP. Oh yeah, Ishi's defense. Forgot about that. Ishi is a clash defense, so I just forgot about it. If you mention something I forgot about, I don't really mind the backseating for that part. It's just when like I'm clearly doing something fine and then they're suddenly backseating, that's when I get annoyed. There we go, and I'll go through. Actually, no, I want to save some stuff for the next turn. Power Guard will go off, then I don't want to lose too much SP. Hi, Heathcliff. You're as useless as always. Okay. Bajin did a little damage, but not much. 1, 2. The Flexible Suppression keeps winning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Striker Stance went through. Your Shield this way earned their reputation. 1, 2, 387. Heathcliff can continue to do some damage. Okay, this is a decent turn to draw some conditionals. Okay, there we go, and that's fine. That could win. It's a minus skill, but it's more likely not to, so I'll put you on it. No, I can't put you on it. Okay. Let's put Flexible Suppression on it instead, then. That's more likely to win. Then I want... screw it. Heal turn. And can't leave it through. Next skill on both these is fine. And this one again. Blind Sword. Okay, let's go. Yeah, the main backseating I don't like is, like... I guess... Number 1, spoilers. Don't spoil, like, the story for me. That's it. Oh, that's a minus 45. He's about to corrode. Oh, fuck. That's not great. Oops. Oops. Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. I beg of you. Kill. Gee, Heathcliff, you're my last hope. He did just enough damage. We don't have to deal with the corrosion. Thank God. Oh, that was the most interesting fight that's happened in a while.
당연한 결과죠.
Oh, that was closer than I would have liked. Well, not really. It was just-
그렇겠죠?
Anyway, let's go to 4-48, the last part of part 2. Bud. I'm sorry. Bud? That wasn't the fight? Okay, that's ominous. I guess we're gonna fight her again, then? What the hell does Bud mean? I'm gonna switch out Heathcliff for someone who can actually do something. Fuck it, Roja. Rose Banner Workshop Rep Roja.
좋아. 몸 좀
I don't know what she does, but it's probably better than Heathcliff.
세우라. 각혈.
Hemoptytosis, an optimistic sign.
아무리
Even with the repeated training with clip-off deterrents, abusive ego will still push the user's body to the limit.
신체를 한계까지 몰아세울 테죠.
황금 가지는
Will you return to Golden Bow now, Donbeck?
이쪽 손님들에게
I was supposed to hand it over to my guests over here, signed in some complicated contract with several stamps,
여러 개 찍고
so I can't go back on my words here.
물을 수가 없거든.
Proudly boasting your ignorance, still,
그리고
and you are weak,
하고
still.
여전히 로보토미 사이에
Even with the ego from the Botany Corp, this was below my expectations, Donbeck.
그리고 아직
Besides, I haven't even introduced you to the technology I developed.
소개해주지도
I know.
못했단
Why don't we hold our first conference in a while?
오랜만인데 기술
Okay, the
남성이라도
conference seemed to be like the League of Nine showing each other their new inventions and like being proud of it. The daily audiovisual feed has been sent.
그러니까
So tell me, Donbeck,
동백 너의 절망은
how much bigger can your despair grow?
커질 수 있어.
Oh, he's doing what? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's the footage from when the abnormality was going, and they just wedged its eyes open.
이게
What's up with the sound?
우리가 도로 한복판에서
Is that the footage those drones filmed while we were fighting the abnormality on the street?
네가 보냈던 협박
I read the threat you sent, Donbeck. Said you were releasing abnormality on the streets if I don't speak about the singularity.
한 상체를 거리 한복판에 풀어놓을 거라고. 옛날부터
I know you were always fond of radical events, but I didn't think you'd actually do it.
시킬 줄은 몰랐네. 물론
Of course, it produced a lot more tears. All thanks to you. Oh, okay, so that's the thing. This thing, when it cries, it produces a liquid that returns stuff to their original form. But their original form is generally harmful because it doesn't have a limit on original. And to make it cry, they're showing it like scenes of death and destruction to make it constantly cry and cry.
아니야.
No, I wasn't planning to release it.
풀어놓을
It
생각이
escaped.
아니었어.
You ignored my warning.
기억 끝에
Oh.
거야.
She wasn't going to release it, but it escaped on its own. So she tried to warn K-Corp, but they didn't go for it.
거기서 내가 반응을
If I responded there, that'd mean admitting that our lab had been experimenting on abnormalities, arbitrarily.
때마침 우리
Thank
의뢰인들이
goodness our contractors happened to be near the nest when it happened.
만족이었지.
저희가
So it was all part of your plan to have us run into the breached abnormality? It was closer to an experiment than a plan. The possibility of failure was kept in mind, but I had evidence to trust that you'd make it through.
당신들이라면 전 생각.
I've been keeping an eye on you for longer than you might think.
말했잖아.
I told you, didn't I?
팬.
I'm a fan of yours. That is much more ominous now. He did say that earlier, yes, and Don Quixote talked a bit about it. But now that's much more fucking ominous.
아니지 싱클레어.
Oh,
항상 그랬지.
oh.
쥐는 거.
He's been watching us for a while. No, Sinclair. It's always been the other way around. I am the one who grips. How is this? I don't think I want to watch.
이때도
We regenerated record cheers that time as well. It played a significant part in securing the award, I might add.
독한 역할을 했달까요?
Yeah, that's why they let N-Corp into the nest. They want horrible things to happen so they can record them and show them to the fearful thing.
말을
The employees of a certain department in N-Corp weren't the best people to talk with, but I was able to procure a fresh audiovisual feed thanks to them.
신선한 시청각 사료를 얻을 수 있었죠.
그럼
That means the reason N-Corp could get away with such cruelties in a residential area in Nest K was...
이것이 거래.
This is what the deal entailed.
누가 그랬던
I think I remember a certain fellow saying this. While Brother Youngji's glass window was innovative, it was simply too vast to freely wield, especially for a coarse man like me. glass window. If it's anything like the mirror technology, it's probably just looking into other parallel worlds. Ah, Donbek, was it you?
지금
What is... Are you... There were just never enough tears. Okay, what did she see? Oh, wait a goddamn second. If they can use the glass window to look through mirror dimensions, then they no longer have a need to manufacture it. They can just look through the innumerable dimensions to see it. I mean, look around you and see how many people are suffering here. So they'll be doing the crying for us, with no time to shut their eyes. I only made minor modifications to Brother Youngji's work. So Brother Youngji is the one who made the glass window, which seems to have looked into parallel worlds. And then Yi Sang modified it so you could actually embrace those worlds, it seems. I wanted to show a reflection of any possibility it's an unvarnished image. That is why I'm considering the name for it. Mirror. I wish that this will serve as a tool of entertainment, giving us more joy.
이걸 찾아내느라
Is this why I haven't been able to see you lately? To discover this?
동남
Dongrang, why are you laughing like that? It's just funny that you're talking so ferociously when your eyes are full of curious twinkles.
이상
He sang. Will you tell him to shut it? Why'd you hide your astonishment of a child who's tried ice cream for the first time on your face at first? Mouths unable to hold laughter. Exclamations of amazement. Smiles at each other. Eyes glowing brighter than stars. Everyone there felt pure joy. I only wished that all this would remain a simple recreation. Be quiet. You will simply live on as you are, as if you know nothing. The glass window wasn't made for this kind of wicked degeneracy. We're having an important moment. Please mind your language. I know what you're saying. Brother Youngji would have scolded me for this. Ah, but did you know though? We're no longer in the time when we used to cheer over toy-like inventions. The applause won't be as loud with how few of us that remain now. You're just struggling to let go. Isn't that right? You give your grand speeches about the evil technology, but that's no more than a pretext you made up on the way as a means to garner support, to reach your true goal. You claim to fight the vile technology, but you yourself are being plenty vile. When your group took over the lobotomy ranch facility, where I just happened to be conducting my research, you probably told your followers that it was to investigate the singularity, but in reality, you figured out that you could find pieces of technology you could use as weapons, didn't you? Like ego. I wonder who gave you all that precious information. Shredden couldn't have known that. How about a game of 20 questions? Will you tell me that way? Don't talk like you know everything. That attitude of yours always annoyed me. Then let me act like I know about just one more thing. When we peeked through Brother Youngji's glass window, and when we got a glimpse of worlds reflected in Yi Sang's mirror, we felt the euphoria and schism we would never be able to recover from. Since the moment the glass window was made, all sorts of interest groups came knocking on the door. Welcome, the Anti-Guts. Yes, we have gotten to this part, 4-48. Right, while we may think that we left the League of our own volition, we all know what actually happened. We were actually just torn apart and scattered away. And that's the reason for it came from the reason for it came from the inside. Donbek, even if you put my work in the concept incinerator, we won't be able to go back to those innocent times. You know that, right? Even though you are aware, you still can't give up on your obsession. Now I get it. If someone were to discover the incinerated technologies again, other nameless fellows with other dreams would feel the same euphoria we once felt. That's what you wanted to happen. Oh, okay. So the concept incinerator completely destroys all like records or memories or everything of anything that's put inside it. But those records and memories can still be rediscovered. So Don Bake wants to put it in the mirror in the concept incinerator, not to get rid of it, but so they can experience the joy of that discovery once again, untainted by the memories that came after. Since we can't return to the past ourselves, you were going to recreate the past for coming generations. Wow, what a cute and unique idea, Don Beck. Miss Don Beck, your body! Don Beck muttered into emptiness. It was as though she was talking to someone. Yes. What the hell? I'll bury it deep in the sand. Hide them. What the hell? Wait a goddamn second. Is this ego manifestation? For someone to find someday. She's talking to someone. Carmen, god damn it, Carmen. We know she's still here because we saw the distortion. But damn it, Carmen. Yeah, I'll bury them all in the sand. For someone to find someday. We didn't discover the technologies because we were better or had exclusive rights to. You may be right. I fooled everyone, including myself, into working for my own goals. I was the land we tilled. It was the land we tilled that was fertile. That's disheartening to hear. Are you going to discredit all our efforts that we went into plowing the soil, missing out on the sights of flowers? Back then, we were naive amateurs, and the past you refuse to forget is just another fleeting moment seen through rose-tinted glasses. Did your colleagues who gave their lives to the cause know this, though? That the cause you exclaimed was only a specious banner to lure people with. That it was as vain as a cloud on the sky. No, and yet, I'm finally seeing myself better now. Which is why I should plant the sprout and cover it with dirt with my own hands. Isn't that right? The voice acting is pretty damn good. I can hear the emotion in her voice. The bud has fallen, and our fruit has long since withered. It must be covered with dirt again. Let other fruits be born. Hey, is it really okay to let her be? Yeah, honestly, we should rush her before she awakens ego. You know, your mind doesn't work right when you're using ego. Now, hold on. Are you doing this on purpose? Taunt her as much as you can? Is Dongring trying to provoke her into an ego manifestation? And wait for her to tire herself out. Back to the innocent times, now without us. Ah, innocence. No words are as embarrassing as that. Oi, keep it together. No one can shake your mind like I do. Then and now, isn't that right? They had that relationship, love-hate, just constantly bickering with each other and changing their minds. No, I feel like my mind is blooming wider than ever. I've always wished to be Bud, soon to burst into bloom. She's about to manifest ego. Shrouded in scent all over the body. Even if this is my own heart-wrenching path, understood by no one, I'll still leave behind tomorrow, strong and fertile like fallen petals. Yep, she's manifested ego fully. Also, that is very pretty. Those branches, like with a fan and everything. I'll still leave behind tomorrow, falling like branch. I forgot what it said already. Oh! Proliton and Fathe already? Dawn Bake, ego. Spice Brush. Yep, she's manifested ego. Indestructible, unseverable, no stagger bars at all. Let's see. On hit, inflict blooming. At 5+ turn count, takes lost damage by count of massing speed and become fully bloomed. At less than 5 count, lose a count times 5 SP, then reduce count by 1. That's a lot. Okay, don't want that to hit. Rupture and blooming. Then that defensive skill inflicts blooming on... And any passives, fixed damage type. That's it. Okay. Let's see. All of them have attack weight? Oh, that's rude. Oh, that attack weight is rude. Okay, we want to win this. Wait, actually, can I win this with this? Probably not, but I want to build up some... I definitely need to build up. That probably won't win, but can I get this one through? That'll win. Then everyone else will attack this one. Flexible suppression. Actually, no. I'll take it from... Sinclair is unopposed. Are you dominating? No, you're favored still. Flexible suppression is the easier one. I'll just put it on you, sure. Then rev up. We want charge count. Vibration suppression. Let's go. You remember this fight? Okay. Is it infamous for some reason? Okay, let's go. Okay, we're winning this. Good. Okay, we broke it right open. That's very important because that was attack weight 3. You won that. This is not allowed. Oh, you just sucked at it. Okay. Let's keep going. There's no staggering this one, so we need to win. Just keep winning. There we go. All of them won. With some poise and bind applied. Striker stance went through. 30 weak. Oh, wow. Evade. That's 5 blooming. That's bad for Gregor. Okay. Any other passives have shown up? No. It's the same things as earlier. On use, inflict 3 boom. Oh, that's not great. Okay, we don't want Gregor to get hit by that one. You don't have any blooming inflicted. Yes, you don't. Okay. Gregor will be off. He's going to here. Oh, wait. Actually, no. This is actually very bad. We want a higher baseline. What's your baseline? 6? Can you... Oh, that's not great. It just needs to hit 1. Okay, so that's okay. Then that's... Might win? I think it'll win. She has SP. That's good. Well, you have a higher chance. Ooh. No. Yeah, no. Keep going for that one. There we go. Everything go. This Sinclair keeps going. Yeah, the reading comprehension test for Limbus. You don't want... Yeah, I'm making sure Gregor, I don't want you to clash with it. Okay, he's not clashing with it. Sinclair is clashing with it. Can you beat this evade? No, you can't. Okay, who can beat the evade? You can. It's way not great sword to beat the evade. Then... Can you beat it? No, you... It's possible, but not likely. So I want Zway Knight to beat it. Wide open. Because he's the one with blooming. We don't want anyone to become fully bloomed. Okay, we won. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, Zwei Ishii defense. Thank you very much. Yeah. Guardian went through. 1, 2, all tails. Defense level up. Heal turn. There we go. We're fine. He's weak to slap. She, excuse me. Okay, no, get it. Yes, we're good. Yes. Okay, that was way closer than I would have liked. Oh, okay. There we go. Is she defense? Yeah, she can redirect regardless of speed, if I remember correctly. 1, 2. Coerced Judgment has gone through. Oh! What the hell? What? What? I'm sorry. What? Okay. This is... What? Okay. Sure. Domain expansion, apparently. Let's look at the soon-to-bloom flowers. What's their gimmick? They inflict blooming on hits. Their skills inflict blooming. Spawns with growing. At turn count, add 1 and gain 8 max HP proportional. Okay, we need to kill those. We need to kill those before they bloom. We don't want those to go through. Also, this music is nice. This is very cool. Okay, we don't want any of these to go off. Okay, no, I want to win this without it. This 4, 8, 7, 12, 7, 12. We'll go with this. Beat that. Then 1. Then basically we can win that pretty easily. Then 2, kill please. Just kill please. 3, kill please. Oh, this is going against Sinclair. We want to redirect that, but you have 3. You can redirect. You have minus 35. You're not redirecting jack shit. I guess you'll go with flexible suppression against this boy. And then... Oh, you can't redirect... Oh, you can redirect him. So who's that? That's Sinclair. Sinclair, go against this one. That's fine. And then... do I have... How much charge count do I have? At 3 plus charge count, I have 3 charge counts, so I'll go with that. Okay, that's everything. We're fine there. And we should win most of these. Okay, that's a win. We're good there. No stagger bar still. Striker stance 1 through. That's 1 down. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we won it. We won it, though. That's good. Okay, 1, 2. Badados Fente went through. Kill, 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 kill. Okay, another bud down. Okay, Immoral Enactment has gone through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Flexible Suppression 1. 3 buds down. Rojin, please kill your bud. 1, 3. Okay, all the buds are down. The buds are all down. And they're spawned again. What? What's the point of taking them out, then? If she... Yeah, at start of turn 5... Nothing... Why did they spawn again? God damn it. Anyone have Blooming? You two are the only ones with Blooming. And Gregor is so goddamn bad at Blooming. It's so much. Please, just hit, like, a single goddamn thing. Gregor, take a fast one, I guess. Then... You are at 36. You're great. You guys have you have attack weight, so I don't want you to go through above all else. We're gonna grab another skill 1. Can I beat that? Yes, we have 35. It's almost guaranteed, it seems. Then we want this to Clash win. That's not great. That's better, though. That's much better. Okay, we want Striker Stance to win that. Then Immoral Attachment. I'll focus on you. The first wall. Oh, the Great Filter. Is it just like... Oh, wait, also, Zwei. Zwei, Knight, Ishmael. We want to do that. Oh, actually, Zwei, Knight, Ishmael can take one of these. Can she take this? What's her SP at? 24. She's 1 coin, and she's at 0 SP. But... I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I'll put it on one of the flowers in full bloom. And then unopposed is Yiseng again. So I'll put it on you. And put that on you. No, put it on you. There we go. And then Rojin, kill. That's... I think that's all of them taken? Thank you for the follow, the Anti-Guts! Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful time. The only one that isn't countered or clashing is the evade, which I don't have to care about. Okay, let's go. Okay, Fajin. It worked. We're good. We're good. We're good. Fajin went through. Standoff, we broke through. 1, 2. Fresh Growth is broken. Then Striker Stance. Thank you, Yiseng. That's another down. Then Dawnbake, Ego Spike Rush, and Moral Enactment will win again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Marsh. Soon to Bloom Flower, please take it out. 1, 2. We're good there. Then your shield. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, 15 stagger break. Please kill. Please kill. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Why are they spawned again? And they're bigger now. They're bigger now. Why are they bigger now? I killed them all. At the end of turn at +1. They're all dead, though. Soon the Bloom Flower, they have growing again. Why do they have 3 growing? I killed them. Why did they come back to life? Spawns are 3 growing. Clash... Oh. That's why. That's why. You have to beat that Clash. Anyone have... Sinclair's the only one with a bud. Oh, Ishmael and Sinclair have buds. And what's yours? Combat start, unit gains protection. Okay. So, we don't want... Okay, if you gain that much protection, there's no point in attacking you. Like, at all. So we need to make sure these get down. Clash lose, this unit is defeated. That's important. That we need to make sure that happens. That's 45. We're good on that. That is guaranteed. We're good with that. This needs to... Another bun's about to spawn. So I can use this completely fine. Then rev up, almost guaranteed, but not guaranteed. That is... I'll go for that. Actually, no, Sinclair needs the SP. And then Way Knight Ishmael. There's little point attacking a weight at the moment, so we'll just go with this. We want this on that, and Way Knight Ishmael go through. Okay, dominating on all of them. That's almost guaranteed. That is basically guaranteed. As long as I hit one of the 4 coins, it's guaranteed. Well, 2. Flank Thrust is guaranteed, as well as Punition is not. That's not good. Okay. Is anything worth? Okay, Punition is on that one. Do you have a higher chance? That's honestly better. That's honestly a higher chance of winning. Okay. Let's pray. Actually, let's do that, because we want some SP back. And I don't think... Actually, making certain, nothing happens if a guard clashes against the guard, right? Nothing happens if a guard clashes against the guard. I don't want Sinclair to be completely broken because of this. Okay, making sure. Okay, let's hope this goes well. Please. Okay, damage. Oh. God damn it. We won. We won. We won. Okay, they're all gone. We're good. Okay, Magnificent Spring Breeze. Gain +5 final power for each living soon-to-be bloom flower. None of them are living, so target loses 15 SP, inflict blooming. No one has blooming. Okay, so we're good. We got it. We did it. Yay. Okay, we're winning this. That is... Ooh, 6. That's not good. We want to use Ego on this. We definitely want to use Ego on this. 12 plus 11. What's my guaranteed? 45. It's basically guaranteed, but I want to weight it in my favor. Oh, actually, that's... Well, Sangre de Sancho is definitely a better choice. Can I afford... Oh, Lepathos Mathos. And can I afford any of the others? And that is 19 plus 4. That is 15 plus 13. We're going for this one. Do I know how coins affect the flips? No, I don't think so. That's almost guaranteed, I think. That is guaranteed. Actually, yeah, you go first there. And then you go for this one. Coins of... Yeah, I know how sanity affects the flips, yes. It's a plus and minus to the coin chance. Okay, we're... Oh, I don't need to do that on there. Okay, Gregor is going to lose this if he goes through with it, so... We'll do that again, and then... Yisang, clash with this, because you'll win. Then, Gregor... Sway Knight... Does Sway Knight have her... No, she does not. Okay, you need to clash with this. Then, do we have charge? You have charge. Okay, Vibration Suppression. You'll charge, flash. Okay, let's hope I win my clashes, because there's 3 to go through. First, La Sangre de Sancho. Fuck. Fuck. That's bad. Very, very bad. The Sangre de Sancho failed us. Damn it, Dawn. The Pathos Mathos went through. That's good. The Odyssey had a purpose. Okay. 2 of them went through fine, but 1 of them failed. Okay, Rupture inflicted, Vibration Congestion. No additional hits. God, that... Oh, that's bad. Indiscriminate. Target the unit with the most health. Okay, that's perfect. She has the most health. And targets randomly. That's not great. Okay, That's terrible. Fuck. We'll go through with it. I hope I don't die horribly because of this. Because that's 2 corrosions at once. Also, yes, Coast, Dragon. You see it? This is Durg. Massive thing, 3 arms on the side, because it's supposed to be there. The wings is made out of spears, and has massive things right there. Massive legs. Yeah, this is good enough. Hopefully. Oh, wait, what isn't... Oh, you aren't. Yeah, god damn it. They have attack weight. Sorry, is that attack weight 7? Oh, god. Okay, let's go through. Lantern. Too late. They've all been captivated. Gregor. Corrosion. And I don't think any of us were staggered, so that's good. Then Yi-Sang does some damage to... No damage to Donvik. Tears of the Tarnished. Damn it, didn't hit a heads. Dirt has no punishment for your sins. Shut your eyes now. Accept the That's a lot of damage. Accept the retribution of the heavens. That's a lot of damage. That's stagger plus. 1, 2, 3. Wait, she's taking no damage. Why? Why is she taking no damage? 3 of my units are staggered. This is not good. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. I don't want Magnificent Spring 3s to go through. Like, this is bad. This is very, very bad. Fuck. I think we are about to lose. Tears of Tarnished Blood. Moral Enactment, that's fine. But, ooh. I just threw that. We'll also lose. Fuck. This has a high chance of failing. But it's the best shot we have. Then this will be okay. And you're gonna have to clash with the evade, buddy. Actually, Guardian. Guardian, can you win that? No, you cannot. Okay. Guardian, you'll do this. Okay. This is almost certainly our end, because that is a max coin on a stagger plus plus plus. If it goes through, we all die. Please. Please, please, please. Okay, I'll wait for it to go through and I'll pause. Okay, it's about to happen. Please. That's not good. Okay, please. No, please, please. Yes, 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 yes! Thank you, Sinclair. Thank you, Sinclair. Thank you, Sinclair. You have saved our lives. You have saved our lives, Sinclair. Oh. 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 Sinclair has saved us all. Dueling. Units without the Stardust go into a fully bloomed status. If Yi-Sang has the status, Dongbang gains 1 attack up. On use, inflict dueling next turn. Well, I know who I want to put on that. Fear doesn't flame palm. Must cover with dirt. Dawn, please. Oh, okay. Awaiting the moment is... That's not great. I'll probably lose all these clashes. Okay, let's put... Actually, you are the only one that matters. Everyone else can just do their defensive skills, because only one clash matters right now. Everyone else will do defensive skills. Dawn will fight against must cover with dirt. Okay, let's go. Win. Yes! We won that. There we go. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Let's do this. Units without the static, if Yi-Sang has this effect, Dongbei gets power up. But Yi-Sang does not have the status, so we are fine. What happened to my other shoe? What? I have somehow lost the shoe. Apparently I kicked it around, and it's gone now. I had it on my foot a moment ago, but it's gone now. Yep, combat start, gain 10 protection, clash lose, gain 3 scattering petals. Fully bloomed flower. Okay, any skills, cannot act at the end of turn. You gain dazzled mind, targets allies for attacks. Okay. If fully ELSP, then gain if effect isn't removed for 2 turns. Well, they should Dazzled Mind, so targets allies for attacks. So shouldn't they attack this girl? Shouldn't they attack Dawnbeck if that happens? I'm right there, right? Okay, actually, I'm just gonna ask y'all, am I reading that right? So don't attack these guys? Don't attack your sinners, because if they stay there and they reach minus 45, they'll gain Dazzled Mind and attack Dawnbeck. Right? Please tell me I'm reading that right. Okay, never mind. Okay, I need to kill her then. But I have to clash with her, otherwise I lose a lot. Like, that's a lot of damage. 39 to 50? I have to clash with that, right? What's the gimmick here? I don't see anything I can do right now. Because that's... Actually, no. At 6+ count becomes staggered. Wait, no, what? No. Do I kill? Okay, don't worry about the sinners. I will trust you on this. Please don't betray my trust. Let's go for Dawnbeck. For thee, let this be an engaging duel. We shall win. There we go. 1, 2, 3. But she has protection 10, so it does no damage. Then nothing again. Let's go again. Can I win this? Yes, but I'm gonna need to hit Hall. That's not a guaranteed, though. But I can guarantee it if I do La Sangre de Sancho. Because that is... baseline, I'm winning. Good. Don't worry about the sinners. I'll trust you on this. La Sangre de Sancho will continue to win this. Go. Galabon Rodicante. Justice shall prevail! One thing I noticed that's interesting is that the name Rokikante is engraved on her shoes. Oh yeah, also the heel. I forgot about that. Yeah, the name Rokikante is engraved on her shoes, which is an interesting touch. Okay, everyone's here. That's good. Okay, they did... Okay, it worked. Never mind. I was right. Well, actually, I was wrong. Let's just do Self-Destructive Purge. We want to get as much damage on as possible. So, you. It's Flexible Suppression. Can't let you through. Resonant Flame Palm. Vibration Compression. Please. Please. 1. Thank you, Sinclair, for the sheer amount of damage you do. 126. I think you did like a third of her health bar. The Dazzled Mind triggers only if you fuck up before the dueling stage. Thank God. Yes. Okay, can't let you through. 1, 2, 3. We're definitely not breaking her body, because that is so much junk. That's so much health. Vibration Compression. That's all the damage we deal. Okay, it was reused a couple times. She has 21 HP. We're almost done. We've almost first tried it. Okay, that's a hopeless. Ooh. What's yours? 15. That's... It's possible. It's possible. That can work. Then, Immoral Attachment can break through Flowering Buds. No, Yi Sang is best for that. Yeah, Dawn is one of the top 12 sinners. There are 12 sinners in total. That it does not mean much. Ishmael, you can power guard this. Then Dawn. And Punition. I think I won. She's dead. Well, she's not dead. It's gone back to normal. The area's gone back to normal. Oh, first tried that. Oh, that was interesting. Hi, Dongrang. Why don't we look at it this way? Did you know that a new League of Nine has been formed in N-Corp? I'm sorry. A new League of Nine has been formed in N-Corp. That's ominous. She is beaten up. They seem to be recruiting the old members and their technologies, similar to what you tried to do. Though, it looks like they're trying to erase that past, rather. This is purely conjecture, but we're all doomed to die at the hands of our fellow Gubo and be taxidermied one after the other. All I did was bring that predetermined death a bit earlier. Besides, you've gone too far for our past friendship to forgive, Donbeck. I was looking forward to the staff dinner tomorrow. I really was. Come on then. It's time you ceased to bloom, Donbeck. With the golden bough in hand, Dongring stags Donbeck without hesitation. But why? Yep, the golden bough is now embedded in her chest. I could state many reasons, but... Right, let's say this is my parting act of compassion. I knew I'd have to wilt when the time came, but... I always wished to be a bud, soon to bloom, bearing the scent within. Oh, Yi Sang went over to comfort her, I guess. Like you, Yi Sang, how you dreamed of flying. How you dreamed of flying. Like that. I just wanted to be buried under a piquant scent of flowers with you all. It's a pity, Donbeck. You seemed interesting. Goodbye. I will say this. I will remember you. You have achieved ego. That is noteworthy, above all else. New feed has been added. Okay, that feels insulting. That feels entirely insulting. The fuck? Soon, the screen is filled with yellow petals. Thank you, Yi Sang, for showing me such a moment. I would dedicate my entire life to repay you for this favor. Hey, Yi Sang, what say you to setting up a lab with me? I get the feeling every day spent with you will be a fun one. Amazing. Oh, this is Youngji, the League of Nine Literatures. Amazing, Yi Sang. Unlike me, you attempted to reflect the true image in all its uprightness. The images don't overlap. They aren't blurry or shaky. Yi Sang, you're too lax. Gubo. Why on earth would you leave it as a plaything when it can be so much more? Be still. Who is that? Just be still and do nothing more than breathe. For now, that's how you must live. You cannot fly. The League has fallen apart. We have to leave this place. Yeah, there's riots happening, looks like. Yi Sang, you will come with me. You can close your eyes if you so wish. Since you're too faint-hearted, I'll see ahead in your stead. What are you thinking? Nothing. And the scent of the grave was in full bloom. 4-48. That was awesome. There we go. Thank you, Sinclair, for doing so much goddamn damage. Like, Jesus Christ. Look at Sinclair's damage dealt compared to the second most. Look at this. The one who shall grip. He is very powerful. What the hell is happening here? 4-48-9. Nothing. Oh! Okay, we can't use 7, so let's go back. 1, and we'll take Zweigregor out. We'll edit you back to LCB Center for the passive, and let's keep going. Okay, what the hell is happening? I'm gonna go as far as I can in this stream. I'm probably gonna end decently soon, but I'm gonna try to go as far as I can. And so... Am I still a nothing? What? Restructuring K-Corp laboratory. As the intense golden glow fades, the space begins to twist and morph. Did the golden bough have the power to do this? I don't think we even entered the fathoms of ego yet. Was it capable of warping the real world? Excitement or questions over matters related to the Golden Bowels have little meaning. To you and to Faust, all of us would be the very first witnesses to what is happening before our eyes. It would be statistically sound to assume that we will continue to witness previously unseen events in the future. I suppose you're right. I mean, look at that. Unable to properly articulate her words any further, Ishmael pointed a finger instead. Even the dead are coming back. Did Dawnbeck come back to life because of the Golden Bough? Bodies have been devoid of life for a while begin to rise. Their organs or body parts were severely damaged. This can only be described as resurrection. Wait a goddamn second, they're wearing ego gear. Did the ego gear take over? Huh, I've seen some stuff, but bringing people back from the dead sounds too implausible. Even K-Corp's HP ampules couldn't do this much, right? It's unlikely that there was absolutely no technology or singularity capable of complete revival at some point. Yeah, probably. However, if such technology did exist, I, for one, haven't heard of it once, even during war. That can only mean it's not a kind of technology allowed to prosper in the city. If I had to guess, the head might... Indeed, it may well be an active taboo, as established by the head. It's completely different from the Limbus Company's case, where we can experience revival by synchronizing with Dante. Apparently that one's allowed by the head, because it's been like 3 months and they have to come after us. It's different and wrong. Theirs is not a complete restoration, unlike our case. They're merely animated, that is all. They appear to lack consciousness and reason. Oh, it's the ego gear. The ego gear has brought them back to life, hasn't it? Seems that way. In other words, I guess it would only count as a taboo if both the mind and body are recovered. That was quick. Okay, they're back to life, so we have to fight them again. Great. What's happening here? Tears. Isn't that the effect from... Let's go to passives. Floods of Sorrow. Isn't that the effect from the bowl abnormality we fought at the beginning? Because I remember that effect. Is it here? Is it here again? How did it get up the K-Corp, though? It doesn't seem like possible. Because, like, we would have noticed if it came up the stairs. Or perhaps it hasn't reached us yet, and it's just animating stuff on the way? Hey, they're losing SP. All the staggers are through. Ward, 1, 2, 3. Ishmael, pretty. There we go. Immortal Enactment will continue to do so much goddamn damage. Like, Jesus Christ, Sinclair, you do so much damage. There we go. Goodbye. They're all dead. Oh, that's a 22. Yeah, 30 damage for a 22 roll. That's not that great, but it's okay. Bird does its Flame Palm, then Duenot Greatsword. 1, 2. We're good there. And that's a through. Yeah, I was hoping to get Kanto 4 done this stream, but judging by the time, I don't think I'm going to. It entirely depends how long the last part is. Okay, nothing -2. Let's go back in. Is it more of the same fight? Please don't be filler. Please don't be filler. God damn, it's filler again. It's always annoying when there's a filler fight. I don't mind it when, like, it's story relevant. But this doesn't feel story relevant. It feels like you gotta do your obligatory fight because we have to. It's like the FGO Orleans situation where suddenly Wyverns, so you had to fight every single module. Activate HP bullet. Nope, do more damage. Honestly, they could probably probably show the HP bullets pretty well. Yeah, the closest TM got to actually being a gacha game. Because this is the first gacha game I've seen where it seems possible, without spending an absurd amount of money, to get every single character. Well, ID in this case, but because of the thread spin stuff, well, not thread spin, dispersal, where you can trade shards for IDs and ego, It seems like it's actually possible to get everything, even if you didn't start at the beginning.
당연한 결과죠.
Yep, chosen one, yada yada. Binding.
선택받았으니까.
Clear within 10 turns. Charge Uncle Fallen. I don't have enough boxes. Looks like I have to use Lunacy. Yep, time to use Lunacy. Why not? Okay, Binding. 4-50, 1-51. Don Quixote. When I took a closer look at the revived foes after the battle, I could see a liquid of a familiar hue flowing from their eyes. Revived the Liberation Alliance member. Yep, zombies. Dante, do you feel the Golden Bow's presence nearby? Last time I saw, the Golden Bow was lodged into Dawnbeck's body. I can't find her corpse anywhere. It must have been moved away when the space twisted. But it can't be too far away, I'm sure of it. I can still feel it. I don't see Dongrang either. Yeah, using Lunacy ain't that bad. I'm literally making it back in this fight. I don't see Dongrang either. He's likely to be in the same location as the deceased, Dawnbeck. Yeah, using 1 to 2 Lunacy retails ain't that bad. I don't have the monthly subscription so far. They hand out Lunacy like candy. Halloween or Walpurgis? Walpurgis night. Which one? Because there's 2 different things there. Until now, we've experienced the Fathoms of Ego at the same time. I guess it's thanks to Dante's particular affinity, if that makes sense? Yeah, you're the one who pointed out to Faust that she was using all the sinners as a resonator to find the Golden Bows. What the hell are you talking about? Affinity? Do you mean the chains binding us? Yeah, this is one of their influences, right? Okay, that's why we weren't separated when the Golden Bow resonated. Then what will happen if someone like Dongrang gets the Fathoms? Fret not, for we shall find out from now on! Let us vanquish the foes ahead for now! Thank you, Don Quixote, very helpful. Yeah, if you're just making an expression, that makes sense, but I just had to be certain because I know Walpurgis is a thing. If they do a patch, they usually give out 300 if something major happens. It can be up to 1,300. So a full 10 pull. Yeah. I got 1,300 a while back. No, I think it was last week. And I'm not entirely certain why. Because I don't think anything happened. I do have... You did mention Talisman Sinclair a while back, and I have him. Did something happen with him? Yeah, I got the paid battle pass. I got that instantly. Flank thrust went through, that's good. Stagger plus, and he's dead. Oh, that's all of them. Yeah. I only got... They had to nerf an ID. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Hello. Binding -2. Oh, we're almost to the dungeon. I think we're going to make it to the dungeon this time. They gave out major refunds as an apology. Yeah. Okay. Win rate. March. Self-destructive purge. You're dead. You are so dead. It's not even funny. He hit all tails. You're so dead. Yeah. We're almost to the dungeon. I will probably end at the dungeon because it is getting late. And also, I am running out of Uncle Fallen. I had to use paid Uncle Fallen. Well, Lunacy Uncle Fallen for the first time. Before I was just using boxes. Can't let you through. And moral enactment. There we go. They're all dead. It only took a single turn. After all, this fight is so important to the story. Yeah, I have a lot of these. Look at these. I have so many of these guys. I have no boxes, but I have so many modules. Binding -3. Let's go. Yeah, I'm out of boxes, not modules. I have many modules. Oh, K-Corp Exclusion Staff. These are the revived K-Corp Class 3 staff. Rupture. Heal 10 HP if you lose the clash, and deal HP damage equal to Rupture potency. Passives, heal 20 HP at the start of each turn, and that's it. Okay. Immoral Enactment, Corpid Entry, Munition. We're fine. Please hit heads. Yeah. Okay, we have enough. This will be an lightning duel. Yeah, that's what I'm generally doing. I am doing my daily battle pass stuff like every single time. Then every other thing of energy I get, I just turn into modules. So actually, all of my energy is converted to modules. The only time it isn't is when I have to is when I'm gonna stream, because I know story doesn't take those. Self-destructive purge, goodbye. Bada Fente, that's enough damage. Goodbye. Then we'll take care of Zoe Knight Greatsword. Thank you, Ishmael. The fish is very good. And they just threw, and I think you're dead. Oh, only 4 health. And Dawn can finish you off. Oh, there's more. Okay, these are revived class 3 empowered staff. Overloaded HP bulge. Later Cantos will use modules, but it'll only be like 1 per Canto. Yeah, that's fair. One thing I noticed earlier on is that if you forfeit an Ankle Fallen fight, it only costs you 1 in total. That's a 4-coin skill? Well, that's good. Ward went through, that's a lot of damage. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, if you fail or if you quit out, it will only cost 1 Ankle Fallen total for that thing. You can just challenge it again with 1 Ankle Fallen loss. They aren't staggered, which is great. Do they not have stagger bars? I don't think they do. They don't have stagger bars. Okay, March went through. Strain. Yeah, I heard a bit about like how intervalos are the events, right? Self-destructive purge wins again. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3. Fajin. There's only 1 left. Well, 2 left, actually. Still alive somehow, but Striker Stance can kill him. It is somewhat annoying they don't have a break bar, but... Yeah, Canto 6 is Heathcliff, I think. Canto 5 is Ishmael. Canto 7 is Dawn. Canto 8 is Honglu. Canto 9 is Ryoshu. Canto 10 is, I think, Merceau, and then it's Otis and Faust. Yep, 4-54, Reminisced League of 9. I'll go for another 15 minutes, and then it'll be time. Yep, I can convert all of these into just modules right now, because I'm not going to be using them, but I won't. Let's just go into the Reminisced League of 9. For this dungeon, you may not select a support identity for Yi Sang. Yi Sang must always participate in battles. So I have to click him, yes? I'm gonna keep this team going, I guess. Because this is a good team, somewhat. Let's enter, I guess. I don't need... I have a team of 6 that's all at the recommended level. So I'm fine. Hi, Gregor. What the hell is that? As we approached the center of the Golden Bow's resonance, I noticed scattering piles of yellow. With the twisting space, petals were wavering. So the fathoms of Yi Sang's ego are over there. Come on, let's get in there. Just gotta jump through. Yi Sang is just sitting there. Wow, I sure didn't expect I'd be back here. Is this thanks to the Golden Bow? Or is it you, Yi Sang? It's Dongrang, isn't it? When we got there, Dongrang greeted us merrily. Why is it grayscale? It's all in grayscale now. Okay. How cozy. What place was this, Yi Sang? The only place where I may breathe. That's what this was. There are stacks of paper on the desk. Ah, yes. You see, usually... Oh, K-Corp. Okay, they're located in K-Corp then. These are placed for visitors like us to read. Yi Sang quietly picks up a stack. I couldn't begin to imagine what thoughts his face may have suggested as he silently read the letters on them. A letter I had written once, and its structure follows that of a play's script. Okay, script is a loaded word. I played L-Corp in Runia. That is a loaded word.
그렇다면
It's then reasonable to assume that each actor in the play was provided with one.
하면
If so, this may well have been a stage awaiting our arrival, rather than a simple
기다림이었던
emptiness.
것이겠어.
Yeah, we're finally now where Malkuth is from. She mentions being from a nest without colors. Yeah, I remember that. That was from, I think, like, Conversation 3 in Runia with Malkuth? Yeah. So it looks like they'll have to follow us. Yeah, Netzak is from K-Corp. And I know Malkuth from T-Corp. From the looks of it, we'll have to read out the script, right?
어쩌면
Maybe Dawnbeck might just come, Yi-sang. If Dawnbeck got to this space before she died. I'm not sure what I should call this. He seems kind of sad, which is weird considering what he did with Dawnbeck's dying moments and showed it to the tearful thing.
아무튼 공간에 입구가
Yeah.
열렸다는 말이야.
Anyway, if the entrance opened while she was alive, her consciousness might have been wrapped up in this, as ours were.
동백을 찌른 연인.
For what reason did you stab Dawnbeck? She hesitated a little too much. What, did you want this kind of eulogy from me?
뭐 이렇게 끝맺는 말이 필요한 거야?
연유를
The reason, I'll hear it.
말하시오.
아니
No, it's really...
알았잖아, 이상.
You knew as well, Yi-sang. In that state, Dawnbeck's death was imminent. Her life would have painfully scattered away if I let her be. That's why you can't lash out at me, despite the anger boiling inside you. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. She was gonna die anyway? Even she achieved ego. I thought that would have like no, I don't think ego cures health. I don't think in Runia it does. In Runia, activating the red mist's ego, I think keeps your health at the same thing. It only refreshes stagger threshold. This time, the fathoms of ego might present themselves differently from the previous ones. The fathoms of ego are places or images of someone's mind made manifest. It releases a powerful and complex energy. It might draw in people other than the sinners, like those deeply related to Yi-sang in this case. That's so. To put it bluntly, it dragged in a bunch of clowns to act on stage, is that right? Yes, that aptly describes the sinners, yes. Although this is merely a guess. Yes, I suppose that's about right. We'll have to do our best with our given roles. And if we don't, the image displayed by the fathoms of ego will go awry, ultimately preventing our access to the Golden Bough. We must reenact the originals, in other words, Yi-sang's actual memories as closely as possible. Okay. That gives the sinners motivation to actually pay attention to the script. Alright, I got that clear enough. What the? I almost jumped out of my skin! I had people who accompanied me, either by caprice, coincidence, or fate.
혹은 숙명적으로.
What a fascinating line. Oh, Dawnbeck's here. Why did you stand in front of the door like a dork? What did you call me? Wait, aren't you the one that just... What are you staring at my face for? Like you were looking at a dead person? Why? Do I look cool? Okay, does she not know? Because this doesn't feel like the Dawnbeck we ran into. She's right, Gabri... What? She's right, Gabrion. Don't let that's a country bumpkin. Do you want your mannerisms to match your name? Eh? The hell are you saying now? What is it? Heathcliff, you have to follow the script. I'm just reading from the script, Mr. Heathcliff. The script. That's just what mine says. I don't think you got the papers, though. How do you know that? What are you whispering like that? You know, Dawnbeck, Gabrion was thinking back to how we all managed to gather here at T-Corp. Yep, T-Corp. We were right. That really bugs me. Oh, don't call me by that name. Good acting. The real Gaprion always used to ask us not to call him by his name, too. That's just Heathcliff being Heathcliff. Oh, that's funny. It's perfect. It suits him perfectly. It is now your turn to speak, Sang-hyo. So Otis is Sang-hyo. Ahem. So... As one might know, our hometown S-Corp's district was going through a turbulent time, many things breaking and changing. Because of daydreaming higher-ups who tell sweet-sounding words with no substance and corrupt officials squeezing the people, the public's lives and economy teetered and twisted more and more each day. With no guarantees of arrangements between wings or positions to apply for, research like us who pursue the studies of knowledge struggle to find even a simple bolt to help ourselves. Oh. That was when Brother Youngji brought us together.
아,
Ah, I was the one who called Yi Sang and Dongbek. We grew up in the same town. Oh my god, oh my god, they were childhood friends. Oh, that explains why they argue so damn much. And Yi Sang is the mediator. Oh, that's an adorable dynamic. It's a pity what happened happened. I don't know what actually happened, but they seem to have had a falling out. And Yi Sang didn't mediate it, so... Right, Brother Youngji and Dongrang brought us together.
제가 말했어요.
There, I suggested. That emote is Fall Cry. Okay, I've never seen that before. There, I suggested. The wing called T-Corp has seen remarkable technological growth nowadays, generously backing inventions of machines and technology. So it should be no problem at all to get any part we need there. All the people invent for a living. So the like-minded ones defected to the district empty-handed, risking everything. What the hell was that thing? I just looked in the background. Is that a cat? Because, like, it looks kind of weird for a cat. This is like a oh, yeah, that is cat food. It's cat food. But, like, okay, whatever. As everyone wished, we were free to continue our research here. Even though we had to yield the colors in them, making it so they didn't outwardly shine. Okay, so he is right. In T-Corp, colors don't exist, only shades of gray. As Mersault, or the League of Nine Literature's member he played, pointed out, I couldn't see any color in this place. Even the flower just outside the window was devoid of color, waving like a turbid blur. In T-Corp's district, having colors is a kind of privilege. Okay, but why? What benefit are they getting from draining the color? They take away colors? Colors establish identity. There are few better ways to rob one of uniqueness than this. Isn't that right? For sure. That's interesting. And colors are some of the few little things the poor could normally have. Hey, Nung, are you gonna keep chatting away? The conference is today. Watch, I've made a vibrant amusement. Look, it blows up better than before, doesn't it? Oh, she made explosions? That's cool. I have to wonder what is up with your obsession with explosives. I mean, fireworks, Donbeck. Here, you can't see stars in the night sky thanks to blinding lights and smokestacks spinning in the air. The stars were so pretty in my hometown. It was fun watching them together. Okay, more mention of stars. Those keep showing up. What's more, there's no color here. Where we were, we could at least see the colors of flowers. So, I wanted to bring it back in some way. Look, even if it's all black and white, you can still see it, right? Fire makes such a warm color. I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't have anything to show off for now. Dongrang is playing Dongrang. Is that really something they would admit so merrily? Treating engineer animals in the streets took too much of my time. He's the one who treated the cat! He's the one who treated the cat over here. I couldn't leave them be. They reminded me of the yellow calf I left behind in my hometown. It used to like you so much. I don't get what it saw in you. It was abandoned by its mother. Seeking warmth to lean on is an instinct all living beings have. Well, by now, I guess it has offspring? Probably not. That calf was male. Ah! Oh, bother. Here we go again. Yes, agreed. Same. Gabriong, looks like the bar owner is here to take the tab you owe again. Why don't you go outside and greet them? What the? Those crooks! How'd they get here? The strong resonance of the Golden Bough with Yi Sang is affecting the entire laboratory building. They were caught up in it as well, but they have no ties to Yi Sang. Since they weren't given any roles in the play, they'll instead try to ruin the stage. It'll only get worse as the Fathoms grow unstable. In other words, we have to be quick with moving the play's plot along. The more time we spend fooling around like a certain complete oaf instead of reading what the script says, the more enemies will attack us. Ishmael began to lightly limber up, cracking her joints. So let's focus on the foes on deck for now. Ah, on deck. I get it, because you are a boat girl. Okay. Ego gift get. Piece of reversing memories. Yiseng's uptie and threadspin tiers rise to tier 3. We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who loved technology. Yep, and it all went wrong somehow. This is completely worthless to me, because I already have Yiseng at max level in uptie 3. Okay, where do I want to go? Let's go to Abno. Blossoming League of Nine Literatures. Participants: fixed member Yiseng, then Sink, Zwei, One Who Shall Grip, and Sink.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
That calf is like so anime-fied. Look at its eyes. Oh, it's Peculatum. Peculatum Gluttony. I don't care about these guys. Yeah, I'll be going in like 5 minutes, so you will not be missing much. I will be back at hopefully 7 on Thursday. If you check my schedule in my channel description, you can see when I'll be streaming. It's all on there. So see ya, Anti-Guts. Have a good day. Moral enactment. Good job. Take care of the greedy gluttons. 12, 8, 8, 8. It's dead. Striker Stance. It's also dead. There's only 2 left. Goodbye.
배를 새겨주겠어.
March. Take care of the greedy gluttons. 1, 2. Staggered. Nice. Then Dawn will finish you off. And Yiseng will finish this one off.
흉터의 결과요.
19 with single hit. Good work there. I could tell you dealt a hard blow. Yeah, it all looks so peaceful back there.
그간 평안하였는지 모르겠어.
I'll try my best to be here for the end of the dungeon. Thank you very much. I hope you have been well since we conversed last.
바깥으로는
I see flowers bloom outside, and the birds chirp every now and then.
새가 지저분한
Those look
소리가 들리는
vaguely yellow. Are those the flowers that Dongrang was?
꽃향기는
Though the scents of flowers spread as they like, they create a rather sweet smell once mingled in one place.
달큰한 향기가 되어 그대도
I wonder if you have taken in such a smell.
모르겠어.
I was always worried about the gloom on Donbeck's face. But the things she presents at the Illuminators Conference are relieving to see. They carry a certain joy with them. Can I take that as her way of indirectly expressing the smiles she couldn't make at us?
뭐
Well,
자유롭게 생각.
take it however you want. Yiseng, what are you thinking? I just can't figure out what your face might mean. It makes me curious to know what's in your mind.
지금껏 스쳐간
Those who I have brushed
눈과
past until now
그리운
ask that
같은
same
물음도
question.
없었어. 허나
However, as I did not possess the eloquence to utter a concise answer in words, and the matter itself was too wearisome and perplexing to clearly summarize,
늘 백지를
I would
걷는
substitute my answer with a figurative blank sheet of
나의
paper.
답이었지. 알잖소.
You know what that is.
아무것도.
Nothing.
사실은
In
아무것도
truth,
아닌
it
게
may not have been nothing after all.
아니었어. 나는
I would feel a desire to scatter into the winds in lush blue, scenting a sway of seeds plunging into my sprawling mind.
박히는 듯한 일렁임을 느끼고
Well,
어때요?
how's my acting?
제 연기는 볼만했나요?
Well, how's my acting?
영지영은
Brother Young Ji was a man of
언제나
kindness.
다정함이 넘치는
He was not one to rashly harbor spite or
누군가를
reproach for
쉽사리
others.
미워하거나 그 점이
You resemble him in that sense. Okay, that's why he was chosen as Brother Young Ji. Okay, let's go up to get the other fight out of the way. Blossoming League of Nine Literatures. Quixote. I think I'll do this fight, and if there's a story for this fight, I'll do it again. Dawnbake's ego is based off those flowers, the Camillas, a short story by an IRL friend of the real Yiseng. Neat. I'm gonna guess all the League of Nine members are based off one of the actual Yiseng's either friends or fellow poets. Because that would make sense. Yeah, can't let you through. Self-destructive purge, you're dead. That's a stagger on all of them. Goodbye. I wonder why they brought up the no, the cow probably showed up because okay, immoral enactment, then punition, I'm sorry, but you guys are fighting against us, so you are not allowed to live. We killed you earlier, and now you are back to life. There we go. Victory. Okay, let's go. Okay, I think that is where I will stop for the day. We've almost reached 3 hours and 30 minutes, so let's go to window. Save your progress, return to main menu. Now,
달빛은 마음에 들지
thank y'all for being here for my playthrough of Kanto 4. We went through the entirety of part 2 of the Kanto today. That was fun. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. But before I leave, who should I use these on? I have these, so I kind of want to use them. Who should I use them on? Fuck it, use it. Yeah, because I have to use it on an Uptie level 3, I'm pretty certain. Faust? Okay, which Faust? Which Faust should I use it on? I don't have her Uptied, so I can't do that. Okay. I have 2, so I'll use one of them on Mal Faust, and the other on one of the ones that's already Uptie 3. So just look through my IDs and choose one that's already Uptie 3 to put to Uptie 4. Let's just look through. There's this Way Ishmael, Way Gregor. There's Sync Otis. There's Dawn. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna Uptie Mao Faust, but oh, isn't it? It's an immediate Uptie 4, but I used it on Gregor way back, and that didn't happen. It didn't. Wait, let me check this. Raise an identity Uptie tier to 4. Where is Malfaust? Okay, Faust. I'll try it because you say it is. So use it right here, right? So just use it on her, correct? Making certain this will work, right? Okay, I'll try it. Uptie 2 to Uptie 4. Use takeoff module ID Uptie. Okay. So, identity Uptie to 4. Trace the sight sound alike. Heisho Ascendant. Mal Technique. Cloud Speed Manifestations. Blink Blade. Blink Step. Clearing the path, my lord. Blink Step. Clearing the path, my lord. Trace the sight and sound alike. It shall be done. Swiftly protection. Okay. Oh, it did work. Neat. I understand your point. Is the management Faust's intuition that my unrestrained stubbornness is due to the fact that I am a simple-minded, uneducated swordswoman? Is that what you are saying? It is not? The intent behind that expression, I observed, exists still, though embellished by flowery language it has been. Whichever is the case, the Gesellschaft's justification for that request, that I must reconsider my decision after further observation of its intelligence, is understood. But I refuse, nevertheless. I have about 2 justifications for this decision. First, Gesellschaft provides the distractingly overabundant amount of information. Most of them are unnecessary as well, as learning my lord's teachings takes up a great majority of my days. Moreover, there is a dearth of righteousness in the intelligence provided by Faust. An overwhelming majority of them are far too utilitarian. Over-reliance on such information will set me on the wrong path, as it has happened to the other Fausts, and such a thing should not be allowed to pass. Second, it does not matter what information you share with me. The judgment will not change. Faust knows it all, isn't that correct? He must also know the reason behind my behavior is... Or is that not exactly true? Faust only knows everything that Faust knows, but does not know what Faust does not know. The same could be said of any random passerby in the streets of Hongyuan. It seems that the responsibility to illuminate you falls to me, a student of an excellent teacher. It happened one night, under the brilliant moon-like artificial light. Back then, I was confident in my blade. I was of the belief that, as long as I had a sword, I could endure any kind of hardship. Which is why I did not feel the need or the will to access the Gesellschaft, nor for learning. That is when I first encountered my lord. Whoops. It's kind of hard for you to chat, for us to chat when you're swinging your sword around so violently like that. Is this? This sounds like Hong Lu. Okay. You jest. It is plain to me that you're not having any difficulties with matching my strikes. I'm not kidding. Woo, you're really giving me no time to speak. If you do not jest, then I best silence myself for now. But I've got this burning question I want to ask you, so that won't do. Do ask. What do you like, Miss Faust? Not exactly an apt subject for discussion between enemies locked in battle. Or perhaps this is but an attempt to buy time. What reason would I have to do something like that? I've already taken your lord's life, you see. What? You're an adept in the Vow branch. You've been visiting Yi Huangyan every night to decapitate my precious subordinates' lives. But the more I thought about it, the more that I realized that I know so little about you as a person. Well, except for this little detail. Given that you're still living as a beast. It seems that the Pinky Caucus is... Pinky Caucus. Is that the... It seems that the Pinky Caucus is still waiting for the right conditions and time to converse, Miss Faust. The Pinky? Isn't that the... one of the fingers of the city? I don't know jack shit about them. Or should I call you the Tianju Star? What? Faust is surprised. Okay, that means something. Oh? Your blade stopped. Did you not expect me to ask you that? If you want to move on from this subject, can you please answer my question from earlier? What do you like, Miss Faust? Blades. The more intimidating and mighty, the better. Wowzers! That's so like you. But that wasn't what I was asking. It was more like a question out of frustration, you know? Miss Faust, you focus only on what you're good at. You never seek out knowledge outside your expertise. You never try to learn new things. Learning could bring you to new paths, unparalleled paths that no one could ever even dream of following. It is doubtful that there is much value in the act of learning and questioning. Of course there is. Unlearned as I may be, my path has never been limited by it. Nothing stops you, does it? You certainly live up to your nickname. But unrestrained as you may be, there are paths you do not want to tread. Come work under me, Miss Faust. I can teach you so many things. A righteous cause, a battlefield, the means to utilize your qualities. What is it you desire to do here in Huangyuan? Huangyuan, as it is now, is but a pale imitation. The hierarch is unlike a hierarch should be, and families are unlike how families should be. So I intend to make everything right. What Huangyuan needs is... I decided to follow my lord upon hearing his reply. No, stop it with your inquiries. How many times must I explain that I am already aware of that? I am already aware of my lord's questionable behavior. I am also aware of the fact that my lord has prepared an ambitious plan for the family hierarch evaluation. I know all these things. I know that he has wielded the favor gained as the precious jade of Daguantian, the gem of the Jia family, like a weapon to one by one attain everything he's ever pursued. I know that he has seduced the daughter of the Zhu family, for whom there is no place in his heart, to draw many of her family's secrets. I know that his care for me is but a care for a tool that it gives him access to the knowledge of the Gesellschaft. I do not need to hear this from Faust. I know them. He commits ruthless violence under the great cause of rectification of names. Okay, do you know what that word means there? Because that looks Chinese. Or Korean. Or, I forgot what they're called. Symbols? I don't know what they're called. But I don't know what that means. Even still, I cannot abandon my lord. A false virtue it may have been, it has changed me still. In this city, where even false charity is a rarity, there is much to be learned from my lord. Chinese and just can't wait, yeah. Miss Faust, can I talk to you for a minute? Yes. I just had a little chat with this guy, and he told me that there's an unrighteous person who's bringing along something great yet undeserving and excessive to Huangyuan. People can bring about so much disturbance by trying to wield something that's beyond their capacities, right? So, can you please go meet that person and give them a little warning? With good decorum and appropriate propriety, of course. The way of conquest is but a way still. The mimicry of righteousness, of righteous cause, is a form of righteousness still. Huh? It's nothing. Your word is my command, my lord. Well, don't let me distract you from whatever you were doing. I've got other stuff to do anyway. Oh, and don't forget to say hello to the other Fausts for me. He leaves without even waiting for my reply. Intentionless and needless. Is becoming of a noble one to not let assumptions bog her down, even if there may truly be venom in my lord's heart. I will not relay his greeting to the Fausts. That must be what Faust wants as well. Ending the report. Okay, that's a report? Okay, that's interesting. Rewards earned, 40. Who should I use the other one on? Should I use it now? On any of these egos? Or should I wait until the new ID drops and use it on that one? Because apparently it's an Ishmael one to do with Canto 8. I guess I'll save it. Yeah. Let's grab my season pass missions. Oh, I forgot to do the dailies. Okay, I'll do them after I'm finished. Okay, I will not. I'm gonna save some lunacy. And that will be all for today. Thank you all for coming and being here. It's been a pleasure going through K-Corp with y'all. On Thursday at 7 p.m., I will be streaming again, and we will finish up K-Corp and probably start on the next Intervallo. Yeah. Have a nice rest of your day, everyone, and sleep well or have a fun time. See ya.